John, Jennifer, and Tyler Cobb, dad, mom, and brother. Next is cheerleader Caitlin Craig, escorted by father Edward Craig, mother Kelly Salter, stepmother Courtney Craig, and brother and sister Rhiann and Van Craig. Next up is Brooklyn Alicio, escorted by Stacy Alicio, Scott Alicio, and Maddox. Next from the cheerleading squad is Sarah Phillips, escorted by her mother and father, Karen and Maury Phillips. Next from the cheerleading squad is Lindsay Friel, escorted by mother and father Vicky and JD, as well as sister Shannon Friel. Next is cheerleader Jessie Johnson, escorted by her mother Andrea Johnson and Stephen Marjanovich. Next is cheerleader Kiara Joseph. Kiara is escorted by Woodruff Joseph, her father, Jill Schroyer, mother, and brother Caleb Joseph. Next is Madison Collett. Madison is escorted by Julie Conway, her mother, John Collett, her father, and Brandon, her brother. Next from the cheerleading squad is Maddie Lee, escorted by mom, Kim Lee. Next up is Madeline Pera, escorted by mom, Carol Holmes. Next is cheerleader Alex Parrish, escorted by mother, father, and brother Nancy, Mark, and Josh Parrish. Next from the cheerleading squad is Deanna P, escorted by mother and brother Pauline and Anthony O'Terry. Next seniors to be recognized are student athletic trainers. First up, we have Taylor Powers. Taylor is escorted by mother, Rhonda Powers, and father, Buck Powers. Next up is Haley Valverde. Haley is escorted by her mother and stepfather. And now for our last group of seniors to be recognized. First up is Jacob DeWitty. Jacob is escorted by Reginald, Grisetta, Brianna, Jonathan, and Joshua.
Welcome to Joe Canaan Field at Hawkins Stadium as the Manatee Hurricanes here on senior night prepare for the district championship game against the Riverview Rams. The Hurricanes come into the game at a 5-2 record, undefeated in district play, hold a one-game lead over Riverview. Do or die tonight. The winner will find themselves into the state playoffs. The Hurricanes, coming off of 2 consecutive years of losing to Riverview, will try and find their way back into the winning ways and bringing back the district championship where it rightfully belongs here at Manatee High School. Joined by Gene Brown up here. We'll have Eddie Mulock with us a little bit later, and Chad Choate will join us down on the field here shortly. Gene, the Hurricanes trying to continue what they've done since they've got into district play. They've played solid. Offense has been extremely good. Defense has been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, and as you look through the season, we looked back and we talked early on, I would have taken 5-2. Obviously when we played Lakeland, we knew that was going to be a tough task. Going in, we wanted to beat Palmetto and contend with Braden River, and we contended and had an opportunity to beat them. But 5-2 with what we've done so far is good. But tonight's going to weed out the pretender and the contenders. And I think tonight we're going to show that we are a contender because, unfortunately, in our district now, you win and you're in, you lose and you're out. So there's not much chance of a second-place team or district runner-up like in the past getting in the playoffs.
Couldn't have been said any better than that. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with more of the Shake Pit Countdown to Kickoff. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Next from the band is Ben Layton, escorted by Aaron and Jenny Williams.
On this earth, there are many men of equal measure. Then there are those who rise above the rest.
Next from the band is Morgan Pearson.
That's right.
Escorted by mother Melody Pearson, dad Joel Pearson, and brother Riley Pearson. Up next from the band is Anna Shearer. Anna is escorted by father Bruce, mother Kim, and her best friend Cheyenne Everson. Next from the band is Riley Titsworth. Riley is escorted by Chad and Maureen Titsworth.
Maddie, is that your sister?
We'll welcome you back to Joe Canaan Field at Hawkins Stadium as the countdown to kickoff, Shake Pit countdown to kickoff. And the Hurricanes are in the locker room along with Riverview Rams as we start to break things down in the game tonight. Field conditions, we're going to get down with Chad. I mean, you couldn't ask for better weather tonight. We got a little bit of a wind coming out of the northwest, and I'll tell you what, absolutely perfect. And as our good friend used to say, there seems to be a bit of a nip in the air tonight.
Yeah, no, it's a great atmosphere out here tonight. I mean, you really couldn't ask for any better. Last week was nice, but this is nicer. A little bit more of a breeze, like you said. It's pushing, but field conditions look really well. As we expect here at Joe Canaan Field. And it's an exciting night, man. You got the senior night coming, and it's our pink out, so it's good to go.
Chad, let me ask you a quick question. You've been in the situation as a defensive coordinator here at Manatee High School in the past, and you get into these big games. What are you trying to get across to the kids before they come out to start this game?
I think the biggest thing is and I was a culprit of this a little bit in 16 when we actually lost at Riverview, but do what you do and do it well. And that's all you're asking. Look, you've prepared this whole season, and you're doing the stuff, and we're doing it right. We're beating the opponents we should beat, how we should beat them. Don't do anything special. Don't try to do anything different than what you've been doing. Just do, you're 1/11th on defense and on offense, and it all kind of play out with itself.
They've had a pretty good week of practice. I know you've popped in on it a couple of times. I mean, I think the Canes are prepared. I don't know that they can prepare any better than they have. We know Riverview missed one day of practice this week. Whether or not that's an advantage is a big question.
I will say, I mean, as a coach, you never want to miss a practice and the other opponent does not miss a practice. So I think that is a concern. Talking to Josh this week, he's my cousin, so talking with him a little bit, he was concerned about it. I know, look, Coach Shakir, he's an old school guy. He's going to have these guys prepared. There's no question about it. I don't know if it's an advantage or not. We had some guys sick here and there. I think the cold kind of going around, but I don't know if it's an advantage, them, us practicing, them not practicing. But I know you feel much better as a coach when you got a full slate of the week coming in and instead of not.
All righty. Well, I appreciate all that, Chad. And we're going to take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll be joined by Eddie Mulock, and we'll break down tonight's game a little bit. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. We welcome everyone back here to the Manatee Hurricanes Shake Pit Countdown to Kickoff. Danny Carter along with Gene Brown, Chad Choate, and Eddie Mulock joins us now. And Eddie, last 2 years, the Hurricanes have been on the losing end of the stick here and trying to regain this district championship. This is, without a doubt, the district championship. I know mathematically there's some things that could happen. I really don't see it happen in any other way. The winner of this game finds themselves not only district champ, they will find themselves into the playoffs.
The slogan is "Winning you're in" for me, but tonight that's the name of the game tonight. But and losing to Riverview is really not in Manatee's history. We've always dominated Riverview. And when we played them down there, we've dominated them. Even the time Joe Canan did an onside kick 3 times in one game and stuff like that. I mean, you know, he and Sprague had a big rivalry. I think when Joe left and Sprague's down, the rivalry dropped down. Fortunately, we're in the same district, so the rivalry comes for that reason alone. But it's a big game tonight, and it's all on the table. Let's go. We're going to win it.
Well, let's talk a little bit. There's other games in the area, but really there's nothing bigger than this game tonight, so there's really no reason to go anywhere other than right here. And let's talk a little bit of what we're going to see with the Riverview Rams. It's going to be Sean White at quarterback. It'll be Allie Boyce as a running back. And then we're going to see Michael Haynes Jr. He's in a wide receiver spot, also has had some time at the quarterback position. But this team basically is a 70% running team. And the idea is they're going to be big up front. We've got to continue our ways defensively, Gene, to stop them.
And it's funny because historically they've always been a running team. If you remember, they used to run the wishbone. That was their big thing.
Yeah, and I think that when you look at it with their offensive line, they know what they've got, and they're not a great passing team. But when you look at it, I think tonight they may come out and try to surprise us. We've done a very good job of covering and really eliminating the pass interference that we got early on in the season, the later part of the year. But we haven't played a lot of good passing teams either. So that's going to be very important tonight. But I do think this defense steps up, and I do think our speed on the defensive line is going to be able to get to some of their running backs.
Well, there got to be some vulnerability defensively because Newsom scored 51 points against them, too. So that's got to be where their Achilles tendon is. I think they're going to throw the football on us more tonight. I think that's what they're going to try to do and surprise us.
Yeah, I think two things. I think one, you go back to, other than last couple years when Josh Smithers was either the head coach or the offensive coordinator, they always opened up the game in some kind of trickery, whether formation or play. Back in 15, they ran a double bubble pass. In 16, the first play, they kind of ran out almost like a swinging gate. So I told Shakir that same thing. I said, go back and look at those films and see that. Last year, I think they thought that they were going to beat us no matter what. But one thing defensively I think is key, y'all, is, you know, we know Allie Boyce is going to run the ball. But when that quarterback pulls, are we disciplined enough to have that quarterback keyed? And our linebackers are playing well enough to make sure they're not getting sucked up with Allie Boyce and they're staying on Sean White.
And it's, you know, you bring that as a great point. How much of this really boils down to your defensive ends and your outside backers there having to contain?
Huge. There's no question. We go back to 2016. I was talking to Coach Shakir about it earlier before the game, and he watched 2016 play, and he said, man, your defensive ends were all over the place. I said, you know, you're exactly right. If the defensive ends and outside backers don't do their job, you know, take the dive when they're supposed to, take the quarterback when they're supposed to, that's when things happen and they go wrong. And so hopefully today, like I said before, you just want to do what you're supposed to do. I know it's a big game. I know it's senior night. You're amped up. But just do what you're supposed to do. Do what got us here, and I think we'll be okay.
All righty. And, Chad, it's great that you've had the opportunity to talk with him before the game. I had an opportunity to talk with him as well. We're going to take a timeout. We come back. We're going to hear from head coach Yusef Shakir. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
The Manatee Hurricanes would like to thank all the booster members, the Shake Pit, and Swordfish Grill for their support.
It's another, we're still be leading the way another 60 years later. As someone who has seen Manatee really well over the years, I'm proud of the strides they have taken to stay at the forefront of technology. Manatee Memorial has always been there for Manatee County. It allows our community to live that way. I was born in Manatee Memorial, so it's no exaggeration to say they've been there for me since the
This is a,
They've shown for generations of years that they are great community partners. They really care about our community and they work with it year after year.
That's why Manatee knew it.
I found out where it was. Yeah. I think they're gonna throw. I think they're gonna throw that. Hello.
Before the winds of change are blowing, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CSL CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CSL CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more.
The officials for tonight's game are referee Sean McHugh, umpire Lon Schindler, linesman Lee Royal, line judge Rich Walker, back judge Jason Heckman, clock operator Bob Callahan, and 25-second clock operator Jerry Felty.
Yellowish, blue, green.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats and stand as the JROTC presents our nation's colors. The JROTC, wearing shoulder cords in pink in support of breast cancer awareness. The JROTC is led by Color Guard Commander Cadet Sergeant Joanna Gomez. Carrying the state flag is Cadet Staff Sergeant Ansley Wood. The Hurricane Battalion flag is carried by Cadet Sergeant Jordan Painter. Left rifle is manned by Cadet Captain Jonas Wood. And right rifle is handled by Cadet Master Sergeant Jeremy Upshaw. We will now honor our school and country when the Manatee High School Chamber Singers sing our alma mater and national anthem.
All right, thank you.
Next phone. I mean, like it seems like they're able to like stagger their workload, like be able to sing separately rather than everyone singing the same song all at once and just continue it. Little like special changes.
Mulock on the Shake Pit countdown to kickoff. Eddie, we've seen 30-plus of these games over the years, and maybe a couple others. So
I've seen a lot of them.
A lot of them up on this radio show and different things. What do you see tonight? You know, and obviously this, in my opinion, is the biggest game for this program in a long, long time because, like we said, you're in when you win, if you're out when you lose, and you know, obviously. It's one of those games we've looked at the schedules, we've looked at what's happened, we looked at what happened to Riverview last week, so it favors the Hurricanes.
And if you looked at last week, they had 51 points scored against us, so there's got to be somewhere there's some defects in that defense, in my opinion. So we got to be able to exploit that. That's going to be a big thing. I believe we got to shut down their running game, try to force them to throw the football and make some turnovers, because I think they really are going to come out here and try to throw the football. That's my opinion.
Well, they got to change something because they realize that, you know, they're going to have to score to win, and you tell me they scored 45 points last week, and I say they beat Newsom. No way that I do. I think Newsom doesn't take it that way.
And Eddie, you're right. Listen, there's definitely Newsom exposed some things, and it was the interior run game. Watching that film, they just ran the ball down their throat interiorly. So I hope to see we may see some Kyrie Jones, little going down the middle and doing some things maybe a little bit different than we have in the past couple games.
Yeah, and we've got an array of offensive plays. We can pass, we can throw, we can run, we can do the jet sweep. We just haven't, and laytly we haven't seen a lot of Keon Fordham. So I think he's going to be a big key tonight in getting that corner. And I think, being a senior and kind of, he doesn't want this to be his last home game. And I think he's really going to step up and show what we've seen in him for the last several years.
I think Kyrie's going to have a big, big game.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll go ahead and take our next break. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
We'll be right back for the game.
Senior number 11, Wes Coleman.
Which way do you want to kick, Blue? You want to kick that way toward the scoreboard? Okay, so come this way.
We deferred the second half. We're kicking the ball off.
What was the flip? What was the results there?
We won it, and we deferred.
Okay.
Manatee wins the toss and defers. Rams take the first kickoff. Headed east to west. On your feet, Canes.
Here we are back at Joe Command Field as the Hurricanes come on the field. Pregame Shake Pit countdown to kickoff. This time we're going to bring in the man with the plan, Danny Carter.
Thank you, Gene. And the Hurricanes are will be kicking off to start this game off. The Rams will go on offense. The Hurricanes looking to bring back the district championship back to Manatee High School, where personally it rightfully belongs, right here. And the Canes has been away from it for 2 years, Gene, and it's about time that they bring it back right here to Manatee County.
Yeah, and Coach Shakir came in here last year on a short notice, got the team kind of going a little bit, and this year has a young team back where we want to be, the district championship. And I don't think the last couple of years we competed when it got to the Riverview. Now we're ready to compete with them and show them who's boss in this district.
You know, Eddie, I know these are one of the games you love. When you get to the big games and everything's on the line, these are the types of games that you look forward to, and I know you're expecting big things out of the Hurricanes tonight.
I do, and I really expect them to be able to handle this team tonight, and I think they're ready. That's what I told Shakir the other night. I think the key is they got to be ready. They got to come out here and hit from the bell, knock some people down and get their attention and take command of this game.
So the Manatee Hurricanes, they're going to come out in one of my favorite uniforms they have. They're in the Wounded Warriors uniforms, the stars and stripes on them, and you got to love these. They're the Navy uniforms, red helmets tonight. They'll be going from your right to left on your dial. Riverview Rams are in all white and the maroon helmets.
And I do like those all-white jerseys with that maroon number because you can see the number, which a lot of times we can't see the team's number, and it's hard to pick it up.
There are so many teams that we can't see the numbers on. It's unbelievable.
It's horrible.
So, yeah, I just never quite understand what goes on with that. But some people pick some bad color combinations, that's for sure. So back deep for the Riverview Rams will be Michael Hayes on the near side. And James Simmons on the far side. Axel Lafro has the ball teed up, getting ready to get things underway. 33 of 44 kickoffs are touchbacks.
Except for his first one, usually.
Usually the first one never makes it there. Let's see if he can get it there tonight. He's got a little bit of a breeze. Will be working from his left to right. And sure enough, I say that, and the ball gets blown off the tee.
The breeze blew it off.
The ball's ready to go. The ball's ready to go.
The ball's ready to go, that's right.
Yeah, we got the pink out, and the Canes have all got on the pink socks or pink tape. There's a little combination of both.
And came in
on.
under pink smoke.
Yeah, something new. So here we go. Axel Lafro has it teed up again as he approaches it, sticks his left foot into the ball, and deep kick that will sail over and back in the end zone for a touchback.
All right, here we go. We're off to a good start.
So the Riverview Rams will start out on their own 20-yard line. Sean White will lead the Rams offense as the quarterbacks. He's a junior, 6'1", 189. Allie Boyce will be the running back. He'll be the featured back all night. Allie Boyce, a senior, 5'8", 190, and a strong runner.
Look for him to do something tricky here off the bat.
So the Rams come to the line of scrimmage. Sean White in the gun. Allie Boyce offset to his left. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Hand off to the interior to Boyce. He's wrapped up immediately by Ryan Ives, and a gain of a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Good job as they just collapsed down. Everybody held their post, and they just kind of fell down on top of him as he tried to get through the center.
Ives needs to have a really big game tonight, which he's capable of being a superstar here tonight.
If you going hurry-up offense.
Here we are. Sean White will call the signals. Manatee and Ives again try to get in there quick. He jumps offside, so that's an easy 5 yards, and will set up a second down and 3.
You can't not give them those kind of things, period.
No, the Canes have been very disciplined the last couple of games, as far as penalties go. So Ives goes out. Ethan Walls will check in his spot. Quentin Rome sets the center of that defense there. Sean White with Allie Boyce off to his right. Takes a snap, hands off to Boyce. Boyce fighting forward enough for the first down. He'll get across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Rams.
Just about a yard pickup, but that's all he needed.
Yeah, he didn't need much on that one. And we'll look at the Hurricanes defense up front right now. It's Quentin Rome in the middle. You got DeAndre Higdon and Ethan Walls. Brandon Shannon will come off the corner. Sean White takes a snap, hand off to Boyce again straight up the middle, and powers his way ahead for, we'll call it 8 on that, and gets it out to the 40-yard line. So the Rams just looking to stay steady on the ground right now. They're just pounding it inside the tackles.
They're bigger than we are up front.
Sean White out of the gun, looks, pitches to his left, Allie Boyce, and this time Brandon Shannon's all over him, and a big loss on the play.
One-on-one, Shannon with Allie Boyce, great tackle, and they like that formation right there with that trips with the wing up there. They like that formation 3 times in a row. They ran it.
But that was great there, wasn't it, Chad? Brandon Shannon getting out there and making a sure tackle out there on a big guy.
Great play by Brandon Shannon, an American Car Care defensive play right out of the chute here on the first series of plays. American Car Care at Manatee Avenue West. Sean White in the gun here, 3rd down and 7. Looks to his sidelines. He has 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Allie Boyce set off to his right in the back. Takes a snap, fakes to Boyce. He's looking downfield. He's got a man right down the seam, in and out of his hands. The intended receiver was Michael Ferraccio, and the tight end just dropped it. Nobody for the Canes picked him up, and they were fortunate there.
Thank goodness he could have gone the whole way.
Little RPO there, little zone read RPO. They read the outside backer. I'm watching signs now across the way. So I got 2 of them now, I think, rocking and rolling.
Yeah, Riverview's done that to us in the past, where they snuck that tight end out, but a lot of times later in the game they just did it early now and say thank you, he dropped it.
So from the 35-yard line, Riverview's 35, it'll be Dorian Hall back to punt. Wes Coleman set back on the 35 of Manatee. Hall gets the kick away, angling towards the sidelines, and they'll just let it go. The ball hits and will come dead at the 40-yard line, where the Hurricanes will take over on their own 40.
I think they're going to keep it away from our return guys tonight. I'm telling you that, too.
Well, let's see what the Hurricanes do offensively. The last 3 games, we have started out with Keon Fordham. Tonight, it'll be Anthony Squitieri will start at the quarterback position.
That's a change. That's a different strategy.
Guys, I've watched a lot of film on this on Riverview, and they are susceptible to the ball up over the top. And don't be surprised if we don't try and strike early, as the Canes will go in empty backfield. Squitieri will be in the gun. 2 receivers left, 3 to the right.
Where is Fordham?
We've started Fordham last 3 or 4 games. I told you. I think we're just making them see it on film.
Squitieri takes a snap, looks right back to his left. It's thrown out to Iron Jackson to the 45, across the 45, fumbles it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Fortunately, the Canes will retain possession as it rolls out of bounds at about the 47, 48-yard line.
Yeah, that was a tough play. Iron coming back on there and cutting it back in, and then boom, got hit.
They're going to set that on the 48, Gene, so it'll be a 2nd down and 2.
Yep, but no, it was a great play. It was a good hit by Riverview. So Iron's got to be ready when he's cutting back in the middle that the linebacker's coming at him.
Then they were taunting him when they got up. The guy that hit him taunting Iron.
So again, the Canes on their own 48-yard line. Squitieri, the quarterback, empty backfield. The Rams showing a little bit of a blitz. They'll bring guys all day. Iron Jackson now sets back in the backfield. Squitieri looks, he's got nobody there, flips it out to Wes Coleman, who picks up the 1st down across the 50, and a great job. That was kind of a broken play.
It was supposed to be a pitch.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st down. That little zone read, he's able to throw that out there. Nice play by Squitieri.
It was a great play not to panic, because he realized thought he was going to give it to Iron, and then all of a sudden it wasn't there, but it was good discipline to stay in place.
So the Hurricanes cross midfield at the Riverview 49-yard line. Kyrie Jones will check into the game as the lone back to the left of Squitieri. Handoff goes to Jones, right to the 49, and there'll be no gain on the play as he just powers inside for nothing.
Yeah, and I think Riverview, knowing that we have a good running game up the middle, they're going to sell out on that, and we're just waiting to get the ball into number 1, Fordham's hands, because speed-wise, he's going to be able to outrun most of them if he gets out the corner.
Well, it's coming. It's just due time. And you mentioned him. He's on the up top there by himself. He'll be this lone receiver. A lot of room between him and the defensive back. Squitieri out of the gun will take the snap. Fires out to Keon Fordham, who manages to fight forward, and enough for the 1st down. We'll give him 11 on that reception, and a great job of getting the first guy. He held on to him, but it was enough. He fought it far enough across for the 1st down.
He's a strong receiver, man. You put him one-on-one, he's probably gonna beat anybody who takes one-on-one.
Well, we keep loosening them up like this too. It was going to open up some bigger plays for us.
He's single receiver out here.
So the ball on the 39-yard line of Riverview. Manatee driving. Squitieri takes the snap, hands off to Kyrie Jones, fumbles the ball.
They got it.
Riverview got it.
I'm not sure that ball even really got into his hands, Chad, before it came out of there.
Yeah, there's a defender in the way. I agree with you. I don't know if he really ever had it secure, but I'll tell you what, they're rotating the safety over top of that trips, leaving Keon one-on-one with number 5 down here. Just watch that as the game moves on.
You know, in this type of game, I know that the coach, I've talked to him a lot. The one thing he wants to do is solidify the run. But in a game like this, I believe that the pass can open up the run game, and because they're always going to bring an extra 2-3 guys in the middle. So how the Hurricanes after the turnover will go on defense.
Turnover is something we can't have in a close game like this, a championship game.
Riverview from their own 39 will hand off to Boyce. He bounces it out to the right. He finds a little bit of running room. A flag is on the play, and he's down the sidelines to the 40, 35, and across to the 30-yard line. But, folks, I think that one's coming back.
You're exactly right. Holding on Brandon Shannon.
Yeah, they tackled Brandon Shannon. So you can see that all night long. They don't realize it yet. Their line doesn't.
Yeah, that was thrown right at the line of scrimmage, so go ahead and back them up 10. It'll be a first down and 20. Reset all over.
And that was no question. I mean, we could see it right away. Just basically tackled our guy and didn't allow Brandon Shannon to get out there. But again, we still had an opportunity to tackle him short, so we got to make sure that we don't rely on that.
So we'll set up a first down and 20. The 29-yard line is the Riverview Rams will drive left to right. 8:04 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Sean White at the quarterback position.
Need to pick one off or get a turnover back, get the ball back.
Sean White takes it, hands off to Allie Boyce off his left, and Boyce has got running room again, and he's hit in a host of Hurricanes, and another flag thrown in.
That could be a face mask.
Very well could be, Eddie. I agree with you, and let's see what we get.
Yeah, I saw him when he came up from the side. Look, he said face mask on us.
Personal foul, face mask. It's the defense.
And that's tagged on the end of the play, isn't it?
Yes, it's tacked on to the end. I'm assuming this will be a 15-yarder, a personal foul, and it is. So that'll give them a first down across midfield and set them up at the Manatee 42-yard line.
In Hurricane territory here, guys. We got to tighten it down now.
So Riverview will set up first and 10 at the Manatee 42. Sean White, the quarterback. Allie Boyce is set off to his right. 3 receivers to his left. He'll hand off to Boyce straight up the middle. Boyce avoids the first tackle and drives forward a pickup of
about 5.
6.
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give him 6 on the play. Set up a second down and 4.
Ives coming back in, I think.
Right now, that big offensive line for Riverview is controlling the trenches. Sean White barking out the signals, now looks over to his sideline, getting the play. Allie Boyce will set to his left. He's got 2 receivers to his left. Takes the snap, hands off the Boyce straight up the middle again, and this time he picks up enough for the first down. He gets the 4 plus another 3, so a 7-yard pickup, and they're inside the 30-yard line.
We're having a hard time with that middle of our line right now, guys.
Yeah, we just got to settle down. I mean, there's no problem with just relax and get the defensive lineman with the hands on the O-line.
First and 10. Boyce looks. Sean White will keep it himself. He faked the pitch out to Boyce, and he drives forward to the 20-yard line. That'll be a 9-yard pickup. This time he faked it to his left and came back to his right. He got the floor of the Hurricanes going one way and just fought back the other direction. They had plenty of running room. A 9-yard pickup will set up second down and 1. Sean White with Allie Boyce set to his right. Takes a snap, hands the Boyce straight up the middle, and Boyce bounces out, comes around the outside. He's got plenty of running room. He'll find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Riverview.
We just didn't get him wrapped up.
Yeah, that was a trap play, and the wingback pulled to try to kick out, and there was nobody there. He had no hole. He just bounced it back out, and we didn't have a defender around him.
Had nobody on the end down there coming down.
Yeah, had that one completely snuffed out, and then once he bounced to the outside, there was nobody from there to the end zone, and he literally walked in to the end zone.
Yes, he did. He played a little game there.
So Dorian Hall will come on for the point after. Jacob Yak will be the holder. The snap
He's got a good
down.
leg.
The kick is up, and it is good. It's 7-0 Riverview. With 6:21 to go here in the first quarter, we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do here at American Car Care Center. Our employees treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if you're not happy, tell us. If you're happy, tell a friend.
Welcome you back to Joe Canaan Field at Hawkins Stadium. The Riverview Rams have just gone ahead 7-0 with 6:21 to go in the first quarter. All set to kick things off here.
He's got a good leg. He could put it in the end zone.
Trying to see, I believe, yes, that's Keon Fordham will be the deep receiver in the center of the field. Let's see where he ends up kicking it. He does have a good leg, and he bangs it, and it's going to come up short. It'll be Dre Evans from the 9. Slips, gets by a guy to the 20 to the 25, still on his feet across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A good return. And
was a good return.
I think they're going to call him down at the 15.
Yeah, his knee fell when he slipped right there. But we always do a return right, and it was set up if he just trusted his speed and got to the outside out here.
So they will bring it all the way back to the 15-yard line. It's kind of surprising to me that I didn't think his knee hit, initially. So, but I'm older than the rest of y'all. I can't. Well, other than that, I can't see that far. You can see that? That is what it is. So, Chad, again, the defense, we're on a water break right now. The defense is shown some vulnerability in the middle, and we saw that a couple games back too, where we had some issues in the center of the field, and right now Riverview is exposing it.
Yeah, no, I mean, hopefully, that's the second series we saw, and you got to adjust, see what they're doing the first couple series, and hopefully we adjust, and linebackers now getting their read keys and things like that, and so hopefully now the second time or third time they come out that, coming off the turnover too, they got the momentum. Riverview had the momentum, so hopefully we can get that settled up and rock and roll on defense.
So the Hurricanes, after the water break, will come out and they'll set up 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Anthony Squitieri, the signal caller. He's got Tyson Phelps set in the backfield with him. There's 2 receivers to his left and 2 to the right. Squitieri looks over the defense, takes the snap. He goes to his right. He fakes the pitch, and he's got nowhere to go as that pole collapsed in a hurry. And I think originally he had the pitch guy. He just didn't give it up, so no gain on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it's going to be important tonight for the way we've played loose against the other teams and not play tight tonight, especially our veteran players, but our newer players in a big game like this.
Tyson Phelps is the running back. Last week Phelps had a big game, and referee blows the whistle. We've got an equipment deal, so Keon Fordham is going to have to come off.
His play call sheet is on his belt, and that's against the rules, so he's got to put on his arm, and he's got to be out of play.
So Tyson Phelps, again, will bring him last week 6 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown. We got another one. That one's on his belt, too, so Michael Oliver will have to come off.
Can Keon Fordham come back in?
No, it's got to be a play. Got to be a play. I wish.
I mean, at this point in time, I'd just call a timeout and just reset everything.
I'd call a timeout and take everybody's plays off their hands is what I would do.
Calvin Miller will now come in. He's receiver set off to the left of Squitieri. Tyson Phelps in the backfield. Squitieri looks, fires out quickly, in and out of the hands of Tyreek Allen, thrown to his left shoulder, kind of off his back shoulder, and not really much of an opportunity to catch that one.
Offense is having a hard time getting started here, guys.
We had some good plays. We just got to stop the fumble and then just kind of get the jitters out. I mean, being down 7-0 is nothing unless you do something bad on offense to turn it over.
3rd and long inside your 20 is a tough way to go.
3rd down and 10 for the Hurricanes. Tyson Phelps in the backfield with Anthony Squitieri. Tyrone Jackson comes in motion and fakes it to him. They're looking for the middle screen, and he's got no one there. Somehow throws it out, and should have been a penalty, and we got one in the center of the field. I don't know what this one is about. This is going to probably be an ineligible man.
Yeah, because it was originally a screen,
yes,
and it didn't work out, and then he threw it. So they'll decline that, though.
Yeah, he was 4 or 5 yards downfield, and it is ineligible.
Well, that
receiver.
But that wasn't the lineman's fault because the play was blown up, and we didn't get it there. So.
Well, slightly out of sync on that series. I thought we were in pretty good sync on the first series. We just fumbled the football. So regroup. Defense has to come out and make a stop here. So Nick Bigelow will come on to punt. He will stand at the goal line. Riverview will have Michael Hayes, freshman, back at the 50-yard line. And you had 12 men on the field and no penalty for Riverview, so waiting the snap. There's the snap. Bigelow's got it. Rolls to his right. Kicks it away. Line drive that Hayes will take from the 47. He avoids one.
Blocking the back. Blocking the back.
This may go to he's going to take it all the way back for a touchdown, but
it's coming back. It's coming back.
This one's coming back. Yeah,
right at the point of attack, Eddie. You saw it right away. Right at the point of attack, the guy would have had him if he wouldn't have blocked.
That's exactly why it was a crucial. Yeah, it was a good call.
It's also
2
another
penalties.
penalty.
Got another one back on the 23-yard line. Well, I think both of them are going against Riverview regardless. So that flag thrown at the Riverview 48, which means they'll take over at their own 38-yard line, first down and 10 with 4:45 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a line drive kick. You know, he just took it like a baseball player in the outfield.
A little different than the other kicks we've seen out of him throughout the season so far. The other kicks have been low line drives with the forward roll, and that one
out and more to the side too. You know, not right down the middle where the receiver was.
And I saw, in warm-ups, he was almost the same exact kick.
I thought they'd be back further than they are, actually.
I don't know if that's a flag or that's an I'm trying to figure this out. Is that a flag or is that a
pink
towel?
Pink towel, yeah. And they're going to reset the game clock. Play clock, excuse me.
Yeah, it's a towel.
It looked like a little yellow hanky being pink like that, but
well, nobody will come get it. Yeah, just run out there and get it. There
Dr.
you
Lamar.
go.
Riverview likes this formation, though.
All right, so Sean White with the Riverview Rams will start at their own 38-yard line, first and 10. Turns hands off to Hayes, I believe, is the running back in on that one. Was not Allie Boy, so Hayes will fight forward for 3 yards.
Well, they're going to stick with this running game for now because it's been so effective. I thought they'd be throwing the ball more tonight, but now they've shown they can run the ball on us, and they're going to keep hammering.
And they're staying inside the tackles for the most part, outside the one touchdown run that originally started there. Sean White takes a snap, gives off to Hayes. He's got nowhere to go. Somehow squeaked through the hole and picked up 2. There was nothing there initially. Manatee just kind of whiffed on the tackle.
Yeah, and Brandon Shannon's getting a little confused there. You know, does he take the dive? Does he take the quarterback? His responsibility is to take the dive, so a little slow on it.
So it'll be third down and, say 5 on the board. I'll call it 4. Keep an eye on that tight end who's set up there. Offset off the tackle.
Well, I see a run from the quarterback, too. You know, fake it and run it out because he's been effective.
Sean White takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. He fires. He's got his receiver across the middle, and it's now they say it was dropped. So in and out of his hands, he had it until he came down to the ground. A good job defensively by the Hurricanes just being there. I think we actually got a hand in and knock it away. So
he heard footsteps there.
You're right, Gene. He heard the safety coming.
Yeah, it was a great throw, great getting his hands up, but at the point of attack, he was a little bit scared.
We had guys there, though, that's for sure.
It was a good throw.
So Dorian Hall will come on to punt for the Rams. 3:34 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Riverview. Wes Coleman back deep to receive this punt. Coleman
another one off
let it kind of go away as the ball hits and kicks backwards. A Manatee bounce and
back where we were
touchdown. Yeah, touchdown at the 37-yard line, and Canes will go back on offense.
We got to get some offense going here, guys. We got to move this ball. We've been bogged down. It's the first drive.
no yardage so far outside that first drive. Second drive went nowhere. It was a 3 and out. Technically, I guess, so it's 4 and out, but 3 and a punt.
Maybe we can break Fordham loose deep on a long pass, too.
So the Hurricanes will set up with 2 backs in the backfield. Tyson Phelps off to the right. Kyrie Jones, the deep back. Handoff to Jones. He finds some room off to the right across the 40 to the 43-yard line, and good running room off that side. And again, add the added blocker back there with Tyson Phelps makes a difference for the Canes.
It does. Plus, he was a little bit more outside that time running. You know what I mean? It wasn't in tight and deep where they were stacked in there. He got out a little bit more outside.
So 2nd down and 3. Let's see what Breon Carnes will dial up for this offense here. Again, 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff to Tyson Phelps, the first man through, and he's got enough for the first down. He'll pick up 3, and another yard. Let's give him 4. First down, Hurricanes. So he'll get the ball out to the 48-yard line.
Good enough for another Manatee Hurricane first down. First down, Canes.
So the Canes 2 plays and a first down there, and they're finding some success on this drive by bringing an extra back in the backfield. This time Tyson Phelps is set up as the tight end. 2 receivers to the right. Kyrie Jones in the backfield with Squitieri. Jones comes down, pitches it back, and mishandled the football. Kyrie Jones, it was pitched almost, it was a little high. It was right at his face, and that was
who got it? Did we get it?
Yeah, Manatee recovered it. But it's going to be a loss of 7, 8 yards. Yeah, we'll call it 8 yards on that. That was just a hard pitch. He wasn't that far away from him. I mean, it was a rocket, but the ball was high.
Right, and it was open. I mean, Kyrie had some running room if he gets the ball on a good pitch, but it kind of pushed to him instead of flipped to him. And just
right now at this point in time might be when I take Squitieri out of quarterback and put Keon back there just to settle him down a little bit. So Squitieri takes from snap, rolls right, fires out. He's got Tyson Phelps across midfield to the 45 and close to the first down. Let's see where they set him up.
He's going to be just, we'll see with this guy. Right foot or left foot, we'll see.
That's right. That's the key. Right foot or left foot. I think he's
going to be right on it.
Yeah.
Nope, 3rd down. He's calling 3rd down.
3rd down. So he needed 19. He got 18 and a half on that. So it'll be a 3rd down and short. Great call play there as he rolled right and found Tyson Phelps coming out of the backfield.
And we knew they'd be sending a lot of people, and those are the kind of plays that are going to work, Danny, out there on the outside, roll out.
So a 3rd down is short. The Hurricanes are going to talk it over and take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well with 1:27 to go in the first quarter. It's Riverview 7, Manatee nothing. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC. We are back here at Joe Canan Field at Hawkins Stadium. Riverview Rams lead 7-0, 1:27 to go in the first quarter. Manatee is on the move. They're on the drive right now. 3rd down and short at the Riverview 43-yard line. The Hurricanes will have 2 guys in the backfield. Kyrie Jones will be the up back this time. Tyson Phelps dotting the I. And we got a whistle blown.
Encroachment on them.
Good. That'll give us a first down.
Yes, sir.
We'll take the first down the easy way.
It's the best way right there. You don't have to run a play.
Yeah. Manatee calls a timeout, and I guess they drew that one up. That was a good job. So, first down and 10, Hurricanes. Ball on the 38-yard line.
So we changed the field position around too, Danny. You know, that's important right now.
Yeah, big change. Squitieri will go empty backfield, 3 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap. He's looking downfield. He's down the seam and just over the outstretched reach of Iron Jackson, right down the seam, and hit a little bit of traffic, but not a bad pass.
That'll keep him honest back there.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad pass. If he looks to the right, he has Keon wide open. And he kind of threw that, and they kind of squeezed and a little high, but it's the right time to call that play.
It's a tough. It's a kind of a tough call, anyways, because they're always playing one safety high and they're not moving him out of there. So it's designed to take that middle away. So the outsides and the outer boundaries are going to be open. Let's see if they don't attack here with another empty backfield. Keon comes in motion, handoff to Keon. He'll cut it up the field across, and a good gain right there as he'll get the ball close to the 30. We'll set him on the 31-yard line. He'll set up a 3rd down and 2. Good 8-yard pickup there. Keon Fordham coming in motion on the jet sweep.
Yeah, and Keon on that play cut it up early. They're going to try to take away the outsides, but let's do that. And this is the big down here for us.
Again, the Canes go empty, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the same play go in the opposite direction. Squitieri takes a snap, looks right, he fires down the center, he's got a man there, overthrows Iron Jackson.
Wide open. Oh, man, that hurts. Those hurt.
Safety jumped to Keon's side there, and that's what happens in that middle safety. He's got to make a decision on who he's going to cover.
That is 100% a touch pass.
Field goal unit coming on.
So they're going to bring on the field goal unit. And Chad, this win is going to be somewhat helpful here for Alex Lafro as he's going to set the ball down on the 38-yard line. This will be a 48-yard attempt. His longest of the year is 43.
I would go for it myself, but
Nick Bigelow, the holder.
Maybe it's a fake.
Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. He's got plenty of leg, and it is good. Whoa.
That would have been good from 58.
Wow. 48-yard field goal, Alex Lafro, and it was beautiful.
It was.
So that'll cut the lead to 7-3 with 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter of football. And you know, guys, if nothing else, you came away with points, and that's what you had to do there.
Ball, too. That was good. And we mixed it up. We ran the ball, we ran outside, we ran inside, and we threw the ball deep. That's got to keep them honest.
Well, that 48-yard field goal is going to be one of our best plays of the game. Best plays of the game is brought to you by Manatee Memorial Hospital Emergency Services. Manatee Memorial has you covered 24/7. Axel Lafro, now 6 of 8 on the year and a 48-yarder. Biggest of his high school career, and man, he has come a long way in 2 years.
Huge, and he's only a junior.
Yeah.
So he's 48 yards in high school.
He's a Division I kicker, guys.
I'd
be surprised if they're not a million schools down here looking at him for the importance of a field goal.
He had a visit last week, Eddie, to South Carolina. So
I'm
he's
sure
definitely a Division I guy.
Yeah, he is a Division I guy, and he's going to be swamped. Look how many teams don't have kickers, and they may lose games.
So Axel Lafro will tee it up. Get ready to kick off here the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Fro approaches the ball, puts his left foot into it, and hammers it out of the back of the end zone, and Riverview will take over at their own 20 with 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Riverview leading 7-3 in this district championship matchup.
They owe us a turnover, guys. They owe us a turnover.
Just to let you know how amped up Axel is, that was about 10 yards from the scoreboard.
Trying to hit that new progressive cabinetry sign that Gene hung up there today.
Just today, right, Gene?
Just today.
All right, so let's see how the Hurricanes respond after the offense gets points on the board. Let's see if the defense can get us a quick 3 and out. Get the ball back to this offense who now seems to be clicking a little bit. Sean White will be in the gun. Allie Boyce set to his right. Hayes comes in motion, fakes the handoff to him and goes nowhere, barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. In the middle, he faked the jet sweep to Hayes, and good job by the defense interior right there as it was Higdon.
And Brandon Shannon right there. Good job closing, not going after the jet sweep, keying the quarterback and getting the dive.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
We're a little confused right now.
Sean White takes a snap, hands off to Boyce up the middle. Boyce spins off the first guy and got 2 defenders over there as it's Frank Waiters and Sequil Martinez who finally will bring him down after a gain of 5, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Riverview leading 7-3 over the Hurricanes. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This may look like an ordinary tomato to you. It's our Gamble Creek Farm tomato. It's the symbol of our commitment to provide you the freshest and locally sourced ingredients from our farm to your table. Like at the Beach House Restaurant, new from the ground up with a great contemporary and an incredibly relaxed atmosphere. It's as beautiful as an island sunset. This is the new Beach House. I'm Ed Childs, and your table is waiting.
We're back here at Joe Canan Field at Hawkins Stadium. We get ready to start the second quarter of play. Riverview leading 7-3. Have the ball on their own 25-yard line with a 3rd down and 5 situation. Sean White, the quarterback, takes the snap, fakes the move to the right, comes back to his left, and somehow powers his way across the 30. Should have been stopped well shy of it. He just carried his momentum forward, and the Hurricanes
Malik Claremont on the stop, Danny.
That'll be a 1st down for Riverview, and at the 31.
We hit him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there was no reason they should have stopped him. Sean White, quarterback, takes a snap, hands off to Alec Boyd straight up the middle, and he bangs his way forward for 4 yards. He'll get it out to the 35-yard line.
We're just going to have to load it up in there and keep him from running the middle because that's where they think they got us.
They're staying inside those tackles.
That's
Every
right.
once in a great while, they're going to bounce it to the outside, and once about every 8-10 plays, they might try and throw the football. So
we got it. We got the outside. We got the speed on the outside, but we got to clog up that middle so they don't keep running hard in there and picking up good yardage on 1st down too, particularly.
2nd down and 6. Sean White looks. He's going to fire it downfield. Manatee's got a defender there. It's over the top of Buchanan. Completed for the 1st down and more. It'll go all the way down to the 30-yard line. And
that was a heck of a throw, guys.
That was a great throw. Sean White just dropped that. He dropped a dime right in there.
35-yard pass play.
I saw the sign. He did a batter like home run. That's what they went for, double move.
So now they've moved the ball into Hurricane territory. 1st down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Sean White will hand off to Allie Boyce. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage and still manages to fight forward for 2. And you can't hit Allie Boyce up high. It's just not going to work. You're going to have to go low. If you're going to get him up high, there's got to be 2 guys there to take him. So 2nd down and 8 for the Riverview Rams. 10:35 to go here in the first half. 7-3 Riverview. Sean White takes a snap, hands off to Boyce again. Boyce firing straight up the middle and grinds his way forward across the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Set up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, and it's the push they're getting against our defensive line, and they're just, the surge is 2-3 yards down the line of scrimmage before we ever even get a hand on him.
Our linebacker's got to hold him tight.
3rd down and 4. Sean White's looking. He'll look to throw. He fires out, and he got a push off, and that one may be on the offense. For once in my life, I might see an offensive pass interference.
You're right. No question.
If they don't call it, something's wrong.
Malachi Weidman was a receiver who clearly, I could see it from the far side of the field, and he extended his arms out, pushing off. This should be offensive pass interference. Let's see what they call. They call a defensive hold. You have got to be kidding me.
Wow, that is unbelievable.
I don't see how it's defensive holding when the guy's pushing away, but so they'll decline the penalty and they'll set up shop at the 6-yard line. Threatening to score again is Riverview. threatening to find a referee that has any cojones to call an offensive pass interference would be nice. It's ridiculous. Hand off to Boyce up the middle, powers his way to the 5, still on his feet, and finally they'll take him down. Whistle's blowing, but he keeps driving. The Canes keep piling on, so they're going to push the ball up to about the 3-yard line. It looks like the 3.
Yeah, about 3. Yeah, right on the 3-yard line.
It'll be second down and goal.
1.5-yard gain, second down and goal.
Expect Allie Boyce to get it again. Rams threatening to add more to the score. Turned around, fires to the end zone. It's up. Caught for a touchdown in the far corner. Took it forever to give the signal, but yes, it's a touchdown up over the top of the defender, and 13-3 Riverview.
Yeah, it's a tall receiver to defend there, and I know Dre's not that short, but Red Wyman, he's about 6'6". That's he's just throwing it up there, and he's going to get it.
And they know it. That's what they're taking advantage of. They're now 3 times over there.
Question, Chad, are they giving him the cushion off that, or are they coming up and pressing? I didn't have a chance to look at
He's
him.
He's up tight. He's up tight on him. Yep.
He's got
coverage isn't bad. He's got to get his head around, get his hands in between. So defender's got to get his hands in between the 2 wide receivers' hands. When that ball comes, he's trying to fight that ball out.
Dorian Hall on for the extra point, and it's up and good. So 14-3, Riverview with 9:04 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC. Welcome back to Manatee High School, Joe Canaan Field at Hawkins Stadium. The Hurricanes on the short end of the stick right now with 9:04 to go in the first half, trailing 14-3 to the Riverview Rams. And so far, Manatee has just had no answer for anything defensively. Riverview's just had their way of going down the field.
And we gave them 1 turnover. That's always a big factor in a close game.
Yeah, in a big game, you got to be ready to step up. And again, we're young, but this game is not over, near over.
Well, Dorian Hall has it teed up. Kicking right to left here. He's got the breeze with him. He's got the leg to get it to the end zone this time with the wind, and he puts his foot into it, and it's going to come down short. Keon Fordham from the 6. He's to the 15, to the 20, across the 25 to the 30. And that's where they'll mark him down on the 30-yard line.
Seems like we've started at the 30 several times, haven't we?
Decent field position. Not great, but I mean, it's decent, pretty good return as he 24-yard return on the kickoff.
He's so fast, he runs a long ways before they get down there.
So let's see if the Hurricanes can answer the call here.
Well, we got to gut it up right now, guys, down 14-3.
Well, we've made mistakes here in the first half. It's time to eliminate the mistakes. And Anthony Squitieri with Kyrie Jones in the backfield with him. Squitieri's looking down the field. He's going to go up top to Keon Fordham and overthrows him by 3 yards, not even close. And he had him. He's got his guy beat again. It's just Squitieri's got too much on it.
Squitieri's got to calm down. He's a little bit amped up and just kind of start playing, let the plays come to him. And, you know, earlier in the year there wasn't the pressure, and we've just got to kind of see what we can do on that.
Yeah, don't try to win the game, manage the game, and do the little things. And right now he's trying to hit the home runs and just not there. Relax a little bit, Anthony. Here we go. Terry takes a snap, looks left, fires, and it's almost picked off, and that would have been to the house. He gave that one away early, guys. He just stared him down.
He never even looked right. He stayed right over there the whole time and then let it go.
He stayed right on him, and that was an easy one to jump the route.
This is a big call here, obviously, and I think Breon Carnes, our offense coordinator, needs to get the team settled down and just play it. And, you know, defense is going to have to stop him.
So the Rams looking and signaling timeout as Manatee came out with 3 to the left, 2 to the right. We'll keep it right here.
You know, Gene and Danny, both of you guys talked about Squitieri just kind of having a little too much juice, a little too much amped up a little bit. When I was talking to Coach Shakir a couple weeks ago, and we started that routine of having Keon come out and start at quarterback, one of his things was he felt like Anthony was just too juiced and too amped and trying to do too much in the beginning of the game. And that's why he started Keon, you know, in those games to kind of calm Anthony down a little bit. I think that's what we're seeing. I mean, we had 2 touchdowns. Really, now that was another one to Keon wide open. So just like you said, be game manager. You don't have to win anything.
I agree. You can't do it on this particular play right here, but I mean, if you get the first down, you might want to look at the possibility of bringing Keon back there to the quarterback spot just to say, hey, come over here and take a breather for a minute. Just observe something and let the game start to come to you instead of you trying to take the game to it. So Manatee, after the timeout, changes their formation. Now they'll have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kyrie Jones in the backfield behind Squitieri on 3rd down and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Keon one-on-one down
with
here.
A pitch, and Kyrie Jones dropped the pitch again. It was there as Manatee recovered the pitch, and it's going to set up 4th down. But that pitch, there was nothing wrong with that pitch.
It might have been a little hard, but not hard enough to be able to drop.
Hit him right in the face mask and bounced off.
But that's in his hands. Thank goodness we got it back at least to recover.
But again, those pitches, they're not bad. The last one he fumbled too was high. It was up around his face as well. Those things you got to be closer to the chest where you can handle it.
Again, he's amped up.
I mean, those pitches are hard too. It's not like they're nice and soft and something that you can handle. It's just not happening. So the Hurricanes now on to punt. Nick Bigelow be the punter. Michael Hayes back deep for the Riverview Rams.
Better get it off.
Bigelow take the snap, rolls right, kicks it end over end as we get the roll, and it goes across the 40 to the 38-yard line, where Riverview will start at their own 38.
We got to find that defense that we've had most of the year. You know, they're not playing like they played in the past first of the year at all. Tonight, the defense is off.
No, there's a lot of football game left, so there's no reason to get down too much, and it's high school football and things can change in a blink of an eye. So Manatee has the explosiveness to do a lot of things, but right now their defense has got to step up and keep Riverview off the scoreboard on this drive. Sean White will take the snap, hand off to Hayes, who's got running room off the right. He's across the 45 to the 50 and will run out of bounds to the Manatee 44-yard line.
No defense there.
Well, we set the edge right. The guy on the outside set the edge right, but their inside guys never scraped over on that jet to get out here when he set the edge.
I mean, you practice this stuff all week, and we look about as confused as a team could look defensively. Sean White will hand off to Allie Boy straight up the middle, and he gets tripped up as he goes through. Eric Washington will get a hand on his foot enough to trip him up. A gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 for the Riverview Rams. 7:02 to go in the first half. 14-3 Riverview. Sean White will keep it this time off the left side with plenty of running room, and the Hurricanes sell out. Sean White finds plenty of green grass off the left side and gets it across to the 24. Actually, they'll set the ball at the 25. They'll bring it back a yard. So 1st and 10, Riverview at the Manatee 25-yard line. Sean White takes the ball, hands off to Allie Boyce straight up the middle, and Boyce finds running room straight up the gut, enough for 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, they're getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on every running play. It's got you can't win playing like that.
Makes it a lot easier from your play calling when you can pick up chunks of yardage like that.
Exactly.
So 2nd down and 6. White looks. He's going to fire downfield, up and over the intended receiver. That was Quay Davis on the coverage. Michael Hayes was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that would have had to have been a perfect pass because it was decent coverage and it was just close enough. But I think they had the outside receiver a little bit more open.
Yeah, his first look was down in an 87 down the middle, but they did a good job kind of stopping him from the line of scrimmage, getting release.
It's a 3rd down and 6. Sean White will take it, keeps it, goes right up the middle, and he's going to be awfully close to that 1st down mark.
Looks like he's going to be just short.
Took one step to his right and then turned around and goes off that left guard, and he had plenty of running room. And
they're going for it. They're in 4 down territory.
On 4th and short.
They're in 4 down territory.
They're going to look at me. They're going to try to make us jump, looking back.
Sean White takes a snap, hands off to Allie Boyce, and Boyce is driving forward, and I think he's got enough for the 1st down there. I think he got a full yard across, so it'll 1st down.
On the 15.
So we've got a timeout for a water break on the field. We'll take a timeout. It's 14-3 with 5:27 to go in the 1st half. Riverview leading. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. That's not good. It's Quentin Rome. We're back at Joe Canan Field at Hawkins Stadium. 5:27 to go in the 1st half. The Riverview Rams lead 14-3. Have the ball at the 15-yard line of the Hurricanes, and
1st down.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 10. And Manatee had an injured player. That's Quentin Rome, who has been huge for us the last 4 or 5 games, and him going out is
not good news.
Not good at all. So
he's kind of walking on his own, but it looked like he got maybe chop blocked and something with his ankle, it looks like.
So it will be Donovan Osborne who'll step into that position. Him and Higdon will anchor the interior. Ives, Eric Washington on the ends. 1st down and 10, Riverview. White takes the ball, gives it off to Hayes, fighting up the middle, and again, they're just driving the ball forward. The Canes are just they're just taking it. We're not forcing it the other way, and the bottom line is they are winning the war in the trenches.
I was just going to say we can't make them go the other way because we're getting blocked.
Tight splits on their offensive line, and they're just pounding us.
2nd down and 7, handoff to Hayes, and this time it's Ryan Ives who pops out there and makes the big hit. No gain on the play, so it'll set up a 3rd down and long.
That was a great job by Ives. He read the trap, squeezed it, meant the pull right there at the point of attack.
3rd and long. Let's see where they go. Keep your eye on Weidman over here on the left. He's a big receiver. It is a mismatch on height. White looks back to the sidelines for the play.
Timeout, Riverview.
Riverview will take the timeout, and we'll take another timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This is a big 3rd down.
Well, with 4:23 to go here in the 1st half, Riverview leading 14-3. They have the ball set just outside the Hurricane 10-yard line with a long 3rd down and 6 situation coming up. big, big third down.
Yeah, we got to try to hold them here for very little yardage, so they won't try to go for it. If it's 4 or 5 yards, they won't try to go, and then maybe they'll go for the field goal, and we get a little bit lucky blocking.
That'd be a win if they forced them to kick a field goal.
The Hurricanes going to try and put their big size up front, too, as Kewan Hawthorne checks in right there in the middle of the nose guard. Allie Boyce in the backfield. Hayes comes in motion. It's faked. He's going to throw across and caught for a touchdown to Allie Boyce.
Listen, so Allie Boyce came out of the backfield, little wheel route there, and Shannon was there, and he did put a backside. I don't know how Boyce even caught it, but that was a great throw and catch.
So far, Manatee has had no answer for anything that Riverview is doing offensively. We knew Riverview could put up points, but it's just shocking to me that we're not matching them point for point right now after what they did last week against Newsom.
Yeah, we're just a little bit off kilter on offense, and like you said, we were happy they came out with the Squitieri at quarterback, but he's just amped up and not playing the game that we need from him.
The extra point was good. It's 21-3 Riverview, 4:16 to go here in the first half of football, and well, Manatee has got to find a way to do something and sustain a drive. They start things going, and then it just kind of fizzles. We get a first down, move the ball, then we fumble it, we recover it, but we lose huge yardage, and things just aren't working out the way that you want them to work out. But Manatee has got to find some way, and maybe it's on the kickoff. You got to find something to ignite your own team as well as your fans here, because, I mean, we couldn't be any quieter than we currently are.
We've dug a very, very, very deep hole, though, to come out of.
Yeah, sometimes the special teams, though, they can flip the momentum, get everybody a little bit more excited, and maybe we do that here. Hopefully we see some more blocking up there on the front there. Last kickoff return, I think the front guys are the first ones that made the play, so maybe give Keon a seam and let him go.
We need to go down and score here and then get the ball coming out in the second half. That's our best bet of getting back in this ball game.
An awful lot of talking going here, so I'm expecting something different off this kickoff, and Hall does. He does a little pooch that call for a fair catch is Wes Coleman at the 34-yard line, and
they were thinking the same thing. They didn't want us to score quick.
Exactly right. Riverview didn't want to have that momentum flip, so just kick the pooch kick. But 34, 35-yard line, not bad field position.
What is the flag here?
I want to say that's going to be more than likely a sideline warning, and then they wave it off. So there's really no reason to throw it. This guy's got to realize we're not on ESPN. Nobody saw him. Keep that in your pocket. All right, so Manatee desperate to find something offensively here.
Our speed, we got to get our speed working for us here.
4:13 to go in the first half. Canes trailing 21-3. Kyrie Jones to the right of Squitieri. Tyson Phelps will get the handoff behind him. He turns it up the field across the 40 to the 45. Big 12-yard pickup and a first down for the Hurricanes.
They blitzed up the middle there and had it actually blitz at the point of attack, but he did a great job of evading that first blitz and then attacking it.
Phelps made a nice run for sure.
So the ball on the Hurricane 45. Come out with the same formation. One receiver to the left, to the right. We'll go two guys in the backfield with Squitieri. Kyrie Jones will flip over to the left now. Handoff to Tyson Phelps. He bounces it outside across midfield to the 45 to the 40 and running hard and leaning forward as he'll cross the 40. And there, actually, you're going to set it right on the 40-yard line. Good strong run by Tyson Phelps. That's two in a row. And Manatee's finding a little something with that fullback in the backfield. Get that extra block, seal that corner, and find some field, green grass downfield.
Eddie you hit it too, speed.
Yep, we got to get our speed in the game.
So the Hurricanes on the Riverview 40. Squitieri will take the snap, hand off to Jones, the first back through, and he's across the 35 to the 34, 33-yard line.
Good pickup.
7-yard pickup off the left side. Clock still running, 3:20 to go here in the first half. Hurricanes trail 21-3. Trying to find their way to pay dirt here.
Yeah, and Kyrie Jones reminds you of Ali Boyce for Riverview the way he plays, but he's just not quite as explosive as a freshman as Boyce is as an upperclassman.
So the Canes, 2 receivers right. Handoff again to Kyrie Jones, the middle, fights through, spins off the first tackler and manages to find his way across the first down marker. He'll take it down to the 29-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 Hurricanes as the clock is stopped while we set the change. 2:53 to go, and the clock now is back rolling.
Gene, you're right. I remember Ali Boyce as a freshman, and they're super similar.
This time, Kyrie Jones will set up as an up back. Handoff will go to Phelps, straight up, bounces out to his left. He finds some room across the 20. Still moving forward and gets out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. So Hurricanes are making a move. They've got something going here with 2:28 to go. Great job by Tyson Phelps on the big run, and down to the 16-yard line. We are in the Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware Red Zone. Crowder Brothers Hardware and Gifts and Gadgets with locations at Manatee Avenue West and Lakewood Ranch Boulevard.
That Phelps is something else, guys.
Yeah, he's growing up right in front of us every time we see him. Again, Phelps will be in the backfield. Iron Jackson will come on the jet sweep. He's trying to find his way to the outside. He's got nowhere to go. He'll lose a yard on the play, maybe 2. Yeah, it'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, and that was on our blockers. You know, that defensive player ran right by our young freshman there and got to Tyrone. That could have been an easy play if we'd have just blocked him and got him outside.
So a loss on the play will set up second down at 12.
Keon by himself down here. Watch this.
This could be real interesting.
Post right there. He's got it all day. He can throw the corner. He's shading to the inside. He rolls out. Squitieri finds Phelps out of the backfield. He's to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Tyson Phelps.
Now we're loosening it up. Now we can turn it on.
There's a penalty down in the end zone. I don't know if it's going to be on Keon or not for blocking or holding.
You got to be kidding me.
In the end zone.
Yeah, it looks like it's on us by some of the reaction of the players.
This is Murphy's Law. This is O'Toole's Law, not Murphy's.
What is that? What can go
O'Toole's
wrong?
Law. Murphy's is anything that can go wrong will. Murphy's Law is O'Toole's Law is Murphy was an optimist.
And it is holding against the Hurricanes.
Should be placed at the 10-yard line at first and goal from the 10 because it was in the end zone. Where are they going?
They're saying it happened at the 2.
It happened at the 2-yard line. Yeah. Sorry, I was about to ask him, but you got it, Gene.
So it is
first down.
Referee's calling first down. They're showing. Now he's got second. Okay, it's second down. 1:37 to go. I say second 5 on the board. That's a long 5, but
it's second down, yeah.
Yeah, it's second down. Kyrie Jones in the backfield with Squitieri. He's got 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jones goes out of the backfield and nowhere. A little screen pass to him in the backfield, and that didn't have a chance.
We just got to start playing offense and not kind of try to do too much. I think we're trying to do too much right now and get too cute.
Yeah, a little too cute.
Pound it, right. Yeah.
You hit it, Gene. A little too cute.
That rollout pass is I like on the run. Those defenders, they don't know what to do, whether to come up, stay back, and defend. If they make a mistake, you drop the ball over their head.
Keon by himself down here.
Yeah, Keon up. Squitieri will fake it. He rolls left. He's looking. He's got nobody there. He's got to dump it away, and he does.
Pick. Interception.
Oh, no. We go from a touchdown.
They're saying it hit the ground.
Good job. Good call.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I think you got to kick it. I don't know that you got to do anything, but you got to take points.
Yeah, you get the points here. Hold them. Get the ball coming out, and get kind of readjust.
I'm more of a gambler. I say go for it.
Just little stuff on offense, so we're killing ourselves. I mean, you got fumbles, you got drop pitches, you got holding on the 2 on a touchdown. Just clean that up, and it's a different first half.
So Axel Lafro will come on for the field goal attempt. This will be a 33-yard field goal attempt. He's on the right hash. Wind going from his right to left, so he's already hit a 48-yarder tonight. Snap, the hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
I just don't think we're going to win this ball game when we're kicking touchdowns. I would go for it.
Yeah, and you know what, Riverview, their defense, their coaches are fired up. That's a win for them.
It is. Of course it is.
Win.
They took it 6 points off the board.
Yeah, huge win. So 21-6, Riverview leads with 44 seconds to go here in the first half of football.
The good news is we get the ball coming out, and they don't have enough time, maybe, hopefully, to do anything. Running the ball game, particularly running the ball, they eat up the clock.
There's a lot of things. I mean, some things that have happened. But we're just an eyelash from everything clicking perfectly, and it's just.
And again, that's probably what happened last week with Newsom. Everything clicked for Newsom, and then Riverview came back in the second half. And, this game is not out of reach. It's just frustrating.
Well, there's one thing to say for sure. You're either going to grow up or you're not. And I can't believe they're playing for an onside kick. I mean,
well, they did the first.
If I was Lafro, I'd pooch that joker to about the 10-yard line and try and outrun somebody.
Yeah, right towards me here.
Right, and get some fast guy on the outside and get down there and recover it.
And he slipped, hits a line drive, taking it the 18 to the 25 to the 30 to the 35, and he's finally taken down at the 40-yard line.
We should have kicked it in the end zone.
I think he was trying to.
Yeah, I think he slipped. Look like he slipped.
Yeah, he did slip as he went to make contact. But again, you got to have enough idea when you look at that field and know that entire corner, even if you kick it out of bounds over there to the far side, if it goes out, it's going to come out to the 35. So who cares? I mean,
well, now
you had a chance,
have something to do.
Yeah, but you had a chance to flip it out there and with some speed run down and maybe pick it up before their guy can get over to it because he was playing on our side of the field.
And him running full speed, maybe he bobbles it.
Right.
If their ball's inside the 20, they probably take a knee. Here, they're going to take a shot.
I'd take a shot.
And they got 2 timeouts left, too, I think.
One?
Yeah. So Riverview starting out on their own 42-yard line, leading 21-6, 36 seconds to go in the first half. White will hand it off to Hayes, coming off the left side, and Hayes has got some running room, still on his feet. Across the 40 to the Manatee 39, and a flag. That's going to be a face mask, guys. It was right in front of us. Tack another 15 on.
See, those kind of mistakes, that's our second mistake like that. You can't do that in this close game. You can't have turnovers. We've had one or
So in one play, they're going to go from their 42-yard line to our 25. Just like that, they're in scoring position with 26 seconds.
Remember how quick they came back and scored on Newsom last week, if you remember.
Riverview going to go quick. They actually set the ball on the 35. He'll spike it right there. They only gave it a 5-yard penalty. Just hands to the face as opposed to a personal foul.
Inadvertent.
Yeah, but again, in high school, they don't have that.
I didn't think they did either.
They don't. So I don't know why the referees never call it. They're used to watching the NFL.
Second down and 10. Riverview at the Manatee 35-yard line.
They need to give us back our turnover that we gave them.
Yeah, a scoop and score would be nice.
Yeah, they're gonna go deep on us here, guys.
Pick 6 would be nice. A lot of confusion. The play clock is down to 5. Sean White trying to get his guy to move in motion. Here he comes. That's a delay of game.
That'll be delay of game against the Rams.
You spike the ball, you've got all that time, and you can't get the play to go.
Yeah.
They're looking around, and then he had to tell the guy to come in motion, and by the time he told him that, there was only 1 second left.
Right. He told him the second time to go in motion, and then he finally realized it.
So second down at 15. Ball on the Manatee 40.
They're still confused.
Riverview's got players moving all over the place here. They're going to try and go up top.
Yep.
Sean White's looking. He's going to pump fake. Now he's going to run, and Ryan Ives had him wrapped up. He gets away, and finally Eric Washington will make the stop.
Ate up some time anyway there, guys.
Riverview is stopped the clock. I think they're going to add a few seconds back on the clock. He initially signaled for it at 15 seconds. Let's see if they do add something back onto it. But a timeout, Riverview. We'll keep it right here with 12 seconds to go here in the first half. This weekend, the weather has changed. We've got us some nice weather this weekend. It's going to be beautiful. It's time to head yourself out to the beach. Sandbar, Beach House, or Mar Vista. Any one of the three great waterfront dining locations there. Sandbar, Beach House, Mar Vista.
Great restaurants, great weather, great service. Everything's great.
I saw Eric Washington going off over there, and I'm not sure he knows where he's at.
Yeah, he caught some friendly fire. He was behind Sean White, and somebody came up and cleaned. When he cleaned, Sean White hit him.
So the Hurricanes coming back out here on defense. 3rd down and 14. Riverview. 12 seconds to go. Will look to try and put themselves, if they don't have any timeouts, but they can stop the clock, run up themselves in field goal range. But
they're going deep, buddy. They're going deep.
Yeah, they're going to strike for the end zone. Sean White drops back, looks left, fires in and out of the intended receiver's hands. He had him. It was a great job. It's just a drive down the field to about the 26. He stopped and peeled back, and the ball was right there on the money. Sean White.
He's an accurate passer.
Yes, he's thrown exceptionally well tonight.
Yeah, the only way this game stays the way it is, Riverview keeps playing perfect, and we keep making mistakes.
Yeah, for a guy who only completes 48% of his passes, he has been on the number all night long. So on 4th and 14, Riverview will go for it. Sean White is going to try and strike to the end zone. He throws it deep. He's got a receiver down there, and it's off the Manatee defender. That was Frank Waiters as he ran down, and that will be the final play of the first half of football. Riverview leading 21-6, and we'll wait as Chad awaits for Coach Shakir. Catch up with him and talk with him, and we'll get down to Chad. Chad?
Here we go. Hey, first half, Coach. Obviously some mistakes there, some fumbles, some holding there on that touchdown. What's your assessment of the first half?
Just didn't play our best. We got to get them regrouped and get them together.
I know defensively, I mean, they're doing some runs up the middle. How can we kind of stop that? It seemed like some missed tackles. What do you think on defense?
Yeah, you named it, missed tackles. You know, we just got to tackle. We got to hit him right. We got to play on that side of the ball.
All right, good luck second half, Coach.
All right, so you heard a very frustrated Coach Shakir there as he goes off. And they'll have to try and regroup and come out in the second half. The Canes trail 21-6. We'll come back with the Shake Pit halftime report. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Our show features classic hits from that decade. Tonight you will hear Aquarius, Don't Let the Sun Shine In, When a Man Loves a Woman, Can't Help Falling in Love, and Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band.
Team Kenalongo. The dance team captains are Shea Whitaker and Riley Titsworth. Tonight we welcome Elton 8th graders from King and Wheaton schools as they join us for our halftime performance. We also want to recognize our senior band members who are wearing white balloons this evening. We will begin our show tonight with one of our favorite stands tunes, the Hay Song. Next, we feature our varsity Sugarcanes as they perform to the Taylor Swift hit, Shake It Off. close the show this evening with your hit tune from Ariana Grande, Bang Bang.
Will you you have what you read off?
Oh, yeah, I'll do something for it. Cracking up.
Said 21-6. They will get the ball to start the second half. We got to get some momentum started here and get back in this ball game. And to bring you to the second half here is my friend and your friend, good friend, Danny Carter.
Thank you, Eddie. And like you said, 21-6. The Hurricanes have got to find something on this initial drive here. They've got to go down, get points, change the momentum of this game. Riverview is about as happy as they can be right this second. So it doesn't take much to swing momentum in high school football, let alone college. You see it happen all the time, and it's one play, two plays, and the next thing you know, it can turn around real quick, Gene.
Yeah, does Riverview have the guts to onside kick here? Try to get the ball, because, again, if they get the ball and we don't come down and score and they get the ball and go up 28-6, that's a long way to go.
It's a huge way to go.
It's very important for us to get more than a field goal coming out of this opening half.
It was down 37-7 at one point. So anything can happen. You know they're vulnerable to giving up big plays as well. It just hasn't happened yet. So we'll get ready here. The second half, Dorian Hall kicking off, and Canes looking for the pooch kick. The Canes will be going right to left here in the second half. Hall puts his right foot into it, a short kick that called for a fair catch at the 31. That one should have been returned. I don't know why we quickly call a fair catch. There's some running room right there, and again, we just, for whatever reason, that ball's not high enough to call the fair catch.
No, we could have picked up a good 10, 15 yards there,
yes.
Easy.
But you secured it. You'll go on offense on your own 31-yard lines. Will be the Hurricanes here, and let's see if we don't do something different here in the second half. I wouldn't be surprised.
Keon coming out of quarterback.
There we go. Exactly what I was about to say, and kind of expecting it.
Chad and I talked about that at halftime. We both thought that might be an interesting thing to do, is change it up a little bit and show them something different, you know, some sweeps and things. And we know Keon can throw the football too, Danny.
So Keon Fordham brings the Hurricanes to the line from the 31. Gives the jet sweep off to Iron Jackson, trying to find some running room. Finally turns it up the field. A hard 1 yard gain as the Rams managed to stretch the sideline to sideline there and did a great job of stretching that play out.
Yeah, and when we ran right at them, we seemed to do a little bit better, and so I think we're really going to have to try to get that ball going upfield.
I think the initial indication was we're faster than they are, and I still believe that we are. The thing is, we're just not controlling the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You control the line of scrimmage, things change instantly.
And Jones sets the tone too, you know, and he hasn't really been able to do that. And plus he had a fumble.
Yeah, he's had two of them mishandled, but Keon Fordham, the signal caller. Jackson in motion, and a whistle. That's going to be an offsides is what he's indicating here. So offsides against the Rams, an easy 5. So that'll change the play calling now from a 2nd down and 9 to a 2nd down and 4. So it opens up a few more options. I don't think we'll see much difference here. You turn around and bring Iron again in motion, and I think it's something you stay with until they prove they can stop you.
Yeah, and that play was definitely a handoff. Iron took it, you know, but again, when's Keon going to pull it and go?
This time they'll set two backs in the backfield. Kyrie Jones to the right of Keon Fordham. Fordham will take the handoff, gives off to Jones. Jones going off the left side across the 40, the 45, hits the ground. He was down. He was down. The ball popped out after he hit the ground. And
he called it. You're right, Danny.
Yeah, Riverview jumped on it. He immediately signaled down, but plenty of yardage there for the first down.
Yeah, but he's got to secure that ball a little better than that.
He's having a tough time hanging on to it tonight. He's a youngster. He's 14 years old. And
he's getting hit.
He's trying to show him.
He's our man, though, tonight. He's been the producer tonight.
So we'll give you Kyrie Jones and Tyson Phelps in the backfield behind Keon Fordham. Fordham will take it, hand off to Phelps, who goes straight up the middle. Hardring still on his feet, driving forward. And a little bit of activity going on the right side of that line. It's Derek Maurice, our offensive player of the game last week. One of our offensive players of the game. Tyson Phelps is the other, and Tyson's having a good night tonight so far.
Yeah, he's got 6 carries for 47 yards, so we need to keep getting the ball in the hands of the people that are getting the yardage for us.
Watch a quick pass here, maybe.
You got Coleman out there wide on the right.
So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kyrie Jones in the backfield with Fordham. Keon will roll right, looking for a lead block out there. He jumps and hurdles over one guy, and he goes down. The ball gets away from him too, but he was down as he crossed midfield as he gets up to about the 45. Let's see if they don't set it directly on the 45. He was following Kyrie Jones out to the right side, and Kyrie he just turned to the inside instead of staying to the outside with him.
Yeah, but physically, Riverview is whipping us on that side of the ball too up front, and they are stretching the line of scrimmage, which isn't allowing our guys to get around the corner that we're used to.
We're just a small seam away from taking it to pay dirt. It's Kyrie Jones, Tyson Phelps in the backfield. Jones will be the fullback. He'll take the play to the right. Fordham fakes the pitch, stays on his feet. He's still going. He's down to the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Keon Fordham.
That's why he's in there right there.
Exactly right. Listen, that was a great play. He faked the pitch, got the guy that's supposed to key him out on him, broke a tackle, and then was to pay dirt.
Well, what a great job of staying on his feet over there, Chad. Initially, it looked like he was going to be wrapped up and somehow gets out of it, and then it was just a foot race.
Yeah, nobody's catching him either.
No chance.
I started jogging a little bit down with him and then just stopped.
You needed to. You were probably going to embarrass him anyways, being out front of him. So, Axel Lafro on for the extra point.
You should have been there blocking for him, Chad.
Low snap. Bigelow manages to get it. Great job of handling that ball, getting it down. Lafro's kick is up and good. It'll make it 21-13. Riverview leads with 9:05 to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Before the warning flags are before the winds of change arrive, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more.
We're back here at Joe Canaan Field at Hawkins Stadium. The Hurricanes took the second half opening kickoff, right down the field and scored. And Gene, what do we got there? Keon Fordham.
Keon Fordham for a 45-yard touchdown run. It was a 69-yard drive on 5 plays.
All of your scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. Now Axel Lafro puts his left foot into the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. It sails back into the end zone, and another touchback by Axel Lafro.
Quentin Rome is out and will be out for the rest of the half.
That's not good news. No. He's been a staple ever since we got him back. He missed the first couple of games, and he has done a tremendous job in the interior. So
Hawthorne's his replacement.
Yep, we're going to have to rely on Hawthorne, which may not be a bad thing. As big as he is, he eat up some and allow. He could take up 2 guys, that's for sure.
He is big.
Yeah. Kewan Hawthorne, a junior, 6'1", 370 pounds. Just to occupy some space and allow your other guys to make the tackle. I need Justin Porter to become live in this right here. There we go. There's the knee pad thing again.
Yep, equipment.
Second half, you should make him burn a timeout for that.
I agree. You started the game off already. You should know where it should be at this point in time.
Yeah, they should charge him with a timeout.
Well, they can't get those below his knees. Sean White, the quarterback, on his own 20-yard line. Take the snap, hand off to Allie Boyce in the interior. Boyce still on his feet across the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 11 for the first down.
That's the play that's been hurting us all night right there, guys.
The defensive end on that side has to that dive away. He can't go out wide at all to chase the jet.
So first down and 10, Rams. White hands off to Boyce again, right up the middle. A lot of running room again across the 40 to 45, and finally taken down at the 47-yard line. So 2 plays. They've gone from the 20 to the 47-yard line and approaching midfield.
Another first down.
First down and 10, Rams. Hurricanes have no answer for this interior run game. Again, handoff to Boyce, and this time it's Brandon Shannon who comes knifing across the backside and will take him down after a gain of 3.
And we can't get a shootout with him, expect to win because we're too far in the hole.
The ball will be set right at midfield.
2 on the play brings up second down and 8.
Manatee will try and stop the Rams' offensive drive here. Second down, handoff to Boyce again with a running room one more time, and he gets it across midfield to the 45-yard line of the Hurricanes. Set up a third down and short.
We need to be tackling that football too.
Yeah, that's going to be we're going to have to get a break on one of these. And they're squeezing with both arms.
Third and short, third down.
Sean White looks to the sidelines for the play.
It's 4 down territory anyway.
Gets the play from the sidelines. Allie Boyce will set up on his left. Hand off to Boyce straight up the middle. Plenty of for the first down. He gets across there easily. We'll set up a first down at 10 for the Riverview Rams at the Hurricanes' 41-yard line. This drive started at their own 20. Taking about 2 minutes off the clock so far, and they're just grinding it straight up the middle.
And making yardage and first downs. That's the problem.
So White takes a snap, goes down the line, pitches back to Boyce, who's got plenty of running room across the 40 to 35. Taken down at the 34-yard line, and another first down, big yardage play.
It was a good call, though. They mixed it up. See, they've been running inside, and then they got outside and pitched it.
Yeah, we had the defensive end and the linebacker take the pitch. We got to get one going towards the pitch man.
Yeah, defensive end should take the quarterback, and the outside backer, which was Porter that time, got to scrape off to the pitch.
Second down and 3. White will keep it this time, and Brandon Shannon knifes back into the backfield and takes him down for a loss on the play.
He makes that play a lot, you know it, guys.
A very generous spot, though. Spotted up a yard more than I thought where it should have been. Set up a 3rd and 6. 3rd down and 6. The ball on the Hurricanes' 37-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Canes trail 21-13. Big third down play right here. Confusion, 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the play clock. They've just got it off. Here comes the Hurricanes on the pressure. The little screen pass to the right, and enough for the first down. It's just an outside pass to the flat, and Manatee had nobody. They came with some pressure. And boy, that was awfully close to whether or not that snap got off in time.
Absolutely. I thought they snapped it right at 0, but yeah, a little underneath wide receiver screen, so that pressure got there and just not quick enough.
Well, we got a water break on the field. We'll take a timeout. 5:45 to go here in the third quarter. 21-13 Riverview. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. touchdown score on the opening kick here in the second half. Cut the lead to 8. The Rams take it here. Sean White will keep it himself, and this time nothing as Manatee remained disciplined on that outside as Justin Porter on the stop. First time we've called his name tonight, and he's a big factor in this defense. And see if they go right back to trying to pound it between the tackles. That's where they've had the most success all night long. White takes a snap, looks left, then turns back to his right, completes the pass. Short gain on the play, but a positive play of pickup of 4. Third down and 6.
Yeah, Denny ran that last play with Porter, not going after the outside zone there and staying home for that quarterback counter.
It's 4 down territory anyway.
Well, let's see if they can dial up a turnover right here. Riverview takes it, hands off to Boyce. He's going up the middle, and this time the Hurricanes stand him up. Got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard on that, but great job in there with Ryan Ives and Gione Buchanan both in on the stop.
They're going for field goal.
Here comes the field goal attempt. It'll be Dorian Hall on to attempt the field goal. They will set it down at the 28-yard line. Now he's going to go back a little further. He's going to try and draw and get himself a little extra room. He's going to set it on the 29. So this will be a 39-yard field goal attempt. Wind going left to right. I'm sorry, right to left. His right to left. Here's a snap. Mishandled the hold. It's going up, and it is no good.
Oh, they called it.
I can't believe that made it in. I know I saw yellow on this side of that ball when it went through there. I can't believe he got the hold down. It was a low snap, and good job by the holder there. It was Jacob Yak who managed to set it up. I didn't think he was going to be able to set it up. That was a great job. So that makes it 24-13. 3:48 to go here in the third quarter. And gentlemen, a lot of football. A lot of football left.
Good news there. The defense really played tough there towards the end there to hold them to a field goal. It was a win, really, to get a hold to a field goal.
Danny, I saw what you saw. Yellow between the ball and that.
I asked the ref that was on this side. I said, how far in did he make it? He said a football. About a football length inside.
Didn't miss it that much. It was on the other side.
I didn't think it was good at all. The ball went through, and there's the pole was on this side of the ball.
Let's see on this kick return if we set up something like a return. We know they're pooched it now. Set up a return, try to get something.
Yeah, let's do something different on that. Let's not fair catch it over here at the 30.
Well, if Coleman don't want to run it, take it and pitch it back to Dre Evans. Let him run.
Yeah, exactly.
He's already got
Put somebody over there that wants to run it. Let's quit this. We got to be aggressive now.
And they're set up the same way they've done every other time. Hall set to kick it off. Kicks it to the left side. This time I believe that's Phelps. And Phelps will actually drive it forward and gets across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
We should still get more yardage out of that pooch thing.
Well, I'll stay with the Keon Fordham show. That's what I'd do. Just leave him at the quarterback. We had success on the last drive, and Canes go down and score. And Keon will remain at the quarterback position. So first down and 10, Hurricanes, 3:42 to go in the third quarter. On their own 37-yard line. They'll have 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Kyrie Jones set up more like a tight end in this one. Tyson Phelps will dot the I. Handoff to Phelps, and this time he's got nowhere to go as the
got
defense.
They got him from behind.
We got whipped up front right there. They just shot the gap. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and that's just what's happening to us tonight is we're getting beat in the trenches on both sides of the ball. And to hold them to a field goal was great, but we got to come back and score now and get that momentum going our way again.
Yeah, look like they blitzed a backer and we didn't pick him up on the offensive line.
So it's second down and 11. Manatee on their own 36-yard line. Keon Fordham, quarterback, takes a snap, rolls right. He's looking downfield. He'll fire the ball. Caught by Iron Jackson. Right shot, just shy of midfield. mark him out at the 49, enough for the first down, though.
That was a great throw, buddy.
Well, now that makes you got to stay honest with him because he can throw the football.
That's right, and they know it now for sure.
I mean, you sell out on him enough times, and he's going to find somebody, and that was a great pass. Good pitch and catch. So Keon brings the Hurricanes back to the line of scrimmage. Kyrie Jones offset to the left. Jackson comes in motion. The jet sweep, they'll hand it off to Jackson, and there's nowhere to go, and a loss on the play. A loss of 4.
Boy, that was sort of botched up. I mean, there was nobody running free at all there. They were all over our guys.
Again, we're not getting the initial line of scrimmage. It's getting blown up.
Take that play and scratch it out of the playbook right now. It's got no success written on it so far. Or just bring him over and say, listen, run it again, and this time pull it, regardless of what you see. Pull it.
Because they're closing down the ends, coming upfield. Keon can get by him, and we know what he can do.
Just count on his athleticism to do something. Hurricanes quickly, 5 seconds left on the play clock. He's going to have to snap this quickly. He does. Drops back, he looks, he rolls to his right, trying to get out of trouble, and fires it down, and again, Iron Jackson bobbled it, going out of bounds. They're going to call it incomplete.
Yeah, he was bobbling as he went out of bounds.
Another good pass right there, and unfortunately, Iron Jackson does not secure the football.
We didn't want this situation, 3rd and long. We needed to go down before the end of this quarter and get some points.
Brings up 3rd down and 14.
Well,
The 45-yard
3rd down, 14.
Fordham's got to shake it loose on the outside and go.
Yeah, Jackson in motion, fakes the interior jet sweep, and he's got nowhere to go. Tried to step up in the pocket. There was nothing there. You had no feel for it. And a sack on the play, and Manatee will have to punt the ball away.
That was a disaster right there.
There goes a flag, and that might be beneficial. Yes, I think it is.
I think it was language. I think it was some language. There was no pushing and shoving, but number 33 for them kind of got in our face. Looks like it could be some language stuff. We'll see.
There's another one. That's 2.
Is that coming on the field?
That's
for
the
coming
same
on
guy.
the field.
No, that's 33. That's his second one, and he might be ejected for that.
Calm down.
I hope they don't call offsetting.
It shouldn't be offsetting. There's two flags thrown. That's going to be it should be 15 on them, which will result in a first down. But when these guys get together to talk, you never really know.
You have no clue
because they're trying to figure it out.
Well, he said, she said, and here we go. They said, and now this is just going to be.
It does look like, Danny, like you said, it looked like the side judge on your side over there did just throw up his hand and say ejection. So it was 2 on him on 33, it looks like. But we'll see. I didn't major in lip reading.
Well, I don't think any of us can figure it out.
No, I don't think they can either. They don't know either. If they get some dice out, we're in trouble.
Yeah, unless you're the deaf lady on Seinfeld. She can read lips pretty good. Get George Costanza, take her to a party and learn everything, right?
George Costanza.
How'd that work out for him?
Yeah, not too good in the end. Started out well.
Yes.
Here we go.
Let's find out what we got here. This is taking them 3 minutes to figure this out. So we got a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, on Riverview. Another dead ball, unsportsmanlike, Manatee.
They offset.
Oh, here's another dead ball, unsportsmanlike, Riverview.
We'll take it.
Another dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Oh, you're kidding!
You gotta be kidding.
This is a joke. That's
a
joke.
One guy thrown out. This is absolute horrible officiating.
That's a joke.
And we're talking about a group of guys that cannot make a decision, and it is god awful. I mean, hey, you know what? The best way for us to get out of this, guys, we'll just call it offsetting, and we'll look like the heroes.
That's
here.
exactly right. That's exactly what they do.
33 is ejected.
Compromise.
Well, that's one of their defensive linemen that'll be ejected out of the game, and that's horrible. 1:42 to go here in the third quarter. Canes trail 24-13, and again, they can't make a decision, but they managed to call a penalty on a touchdown we had in the first half, in which the guy was taken to the ground well after the touchdown had been scored. and somehow they took the points away from us. This time, you watch it happen, and again, words are being said, we understand that. But you know which side it was coming from. All referees' eyes were on the Riverview guys, and somehow, some way, you offset this whole thing.
So I think one of those personal fouls on us was on Keon, and I don't know who the other one was on for us.
Well, welcome to high school football. Or better yet, just high school officiating.
Yeah, right. High school football is great.
Doesn't matter what it
Officiating
is.
sucks.
Yeah, doesn't matter what it is. It's football, baseball, it's all the same. I don't quite understand how long this takes to figure out the fact that 33 is ejected. Okay, he's gone.
The coach is out there on the field
sideline.
he's arguing
Got to
about it.
leave.
They can throw a flag on the coach right there.
Well, an ejection, he has to leave the sidelines, period. So I don't even know where he is.
They got two
Don't
coaches
really
on
care.
the field.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
No idea.
He might have gone to the restroom. Locker room. I don't see him, though, do you?
Nah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's standing right down there. Oh, well, that's over and done with. Offsetting penalties. The Hurricanes will have to punt the ball away. Nick Bigelow on to kick. Canes trail 24-13, 1:35 to go in the third quarter.
First, we got to go back on defense, and we need to be on offense.
Here's the snap. Bigelow rolls to his right, rugby-style kick that gets a good roll past the 30 to the 25 down to the 20.
We needed that. We needed that bad, guys.
Great punt right there by Nick Bigelow.
20-yard line.
20-yard line, wow.
What was great about that is how he delayed kicking it to let our guys kind of release and get down there.
He did.
That was a great job by Bigelow.
Well, it's all on the defense, gentlemen.
Now's our chance to get our turnover. We got to start grabbing that ball, guys.
Now we got to somehow slow things down in the center of the field.
Exactly right.
Allie Boyce and Sean White will work things out of the backfield.
Like you said the other day, it's a boys' White show, and it is. That's been.
Yeah, that's been a two-man show all night long. See if they don't try and go up top early. Sean White will hand off inside. Boyce is hit immediately. Take
Flag thrown in the middle by the middle judge.
Ethan Walls, huge hit back there, and kind of rung the bell with old Allie Boyce that time. You going to stop the clock or what? Wake up, official.
What's the call?
I don't know.
It looks like it's going to be holding on them inside.
Well, we deny, wouldn't we? Yeah, it's holding.
I think you got to take that.
I think you do too, because it'll be a 2nd and 10 or a 1st and 20. I think you back them up for the
take a
first and 20.
I think every chance you can move them back, do it. You know.
We place one on the 10-yard line.
Calling on the field is holding.
So they got to add time to the clock, as the clock operator fell asleep at the wheel over there, and should be adding
Backs Rams up to the 10-yard line.
probably 7-8 seconds back on the clock.
They won't.
Brings up 1st and 20.
Yeah, no, they're stopping. They're trying to get our guys to tell the box up there. If you want to holler at them, the guy's trying to tell them to get the time. If you guys want to yell down there in the box, they're sending someone down there.
How much time?
I don't know. They'll tell it from the sideline once they get it.
Tell them how much has got to be added, and we can tell them.
Yeah, Coach Barrett's coming down from the top. He's
Oh,
telling
okay.
them.
Never mind. They got somebody, Eddie, coming to tell him.
Now, again, we've got some opportunity here. I mean, one player getting kicked out for Riverview isn't going to make this game for us, but we need to settle down. We're right where we want to be if we can stop them. We've got to be able to stop them.
Yeah, the defense has got to do all the work right now, and we haven't shown that we can stop them.
No, turnover would be nice, but that's not what you have to go for. And I think
10:30.
We'll take that in the first quarter. third quarter. Give us some more time.
So they're trying. I would imagine they're trying to get to 103. Well, let's see. Our guys on the field couldn't get calls right. Our guy in the box can't get the clock right. Just having a fun time with us.
Oh, the back judge was blowing the whistle and he wouldn't stop it.
There it is. Good call, Danny.
Yeah, one of the coaches from upstairs came down with it.
All right, so 103, the clock will wind again. First down at 20 from the 10-yard line of the Rams. Hand off to Allie Boyce up the middle, and he just pounds away for maybe a yard on the play.
Handoff, tackled by a host of Canes. The line of scrimmage.
Clock winding down to 40 seconds here in the third quarter. 24-13 Riverview.
Then Walls is playing middle linebacker.
Yeah, they moved Porter outside.
That was a pitch out to Boyce, who's got plenty of running room. And
flag.
That time, Brandon, great job of making him force the pitch. And it was a high pitch that, unfortunately for Hurricane fans, didn't sail over his head.
Sideline warning.
Yeah, that was really a high pitch, and it looked like it was going to be there, but they had a great distance between that.
Well, the guys made a great recovery there to stop him short of the first down.
We'll call it an 11-yard pickup on that.
Third down, Canes.
19 seconds to go. Let's see if they'll try and get one more play off before the quarter ends. And I'd imagine they'll be happy just to let it run down.
Yes, I would.
Down to 10 seconds. 5, 1, and that's the end of the third quarter. So we'll in the third quarter, the Canes trail 24-13. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Your Manatee Hurricane.
Of Anarchy and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
Back here at Joe Canan Field at Hawkins Stadium as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. The Hurricanes trail 24-13. Riverview Rams have the football in their own 22-yard line. Be a third down and 9. We'll call it third and 8.
As we begin the fourth quarter.
Third down and 8. Allie Boyce will be in the backfield with Sean White.
Third down.
Sean calls for the ball. He gets it. He drops back. He looks. Ryan Ives had him and lets him get away, and he'll turn up the field enough for the first down. Maybe he's awfully close.
I think he'll be just short, probably about 2 yards short.
Guys, this is not our night, you know.
Oh, they're going to mark you way back.
3 yards short.
26-yard line.
Yeah. I thought he was closer to the 30.
We got to break that time. But Ives had him back there for a loss, and he just got away.
He did.
Of all people you would want to have hold of, it'd be Ives.
Then I thought he was reaching. He might have got a face mask. It looked like he was close.
Dorian Hall back to do the punting.
32, Dorian Hall.
Wes Coleman back to receive the punt.
Wes Coleman.
He stands on his own 45-yard line. Here's the snap. He had some pressure.
Oh, no, he threw a flag.
Wow, they're going to get him for running into the kicker.
They threw a flag. He didn't even. He just grabbed a hold of him. He didn't run into
touched
him.
him. You're not allowed to
5
touch
yard, and that's enough for a first down.
him. You're not allowed to touch him.
Well, we picked the darndest times to come after a block, and
It's been that kind of a night. Same kind of mistakes that we've made in the first half. We made right there again. That was our big chance right there to come down and score. Then we're in the ball game.
he tried to pull up, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, but he was at a bad angle because
Yes.
he was going right into the guy. You got to line up to go in front of him, and if you get bumped out that far, you just got to let up.
Yeah, you go in front of the guy, kicker, with the ball going out.
I mean, he literally, though, as he went to make contact, stopped and just grabbed him. Didn't really hit him.
That's what I said. He didn't. No, I know it. That was a.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. You can't make contact. End of story. So Riverview gets the ball back after a Manatee mistake.
Another Manatee mistake.
Yep. First down and 10, Riverview from their own 32. White will hand off to Boyce straight up the middle, and Boyce will power forward for 3.
They're just going to try to eat the clock up now, guys. Stay on the ground.
Look like there's a flag down here, probably sideline warning for us.
So at the illegal formation.
See as they sort it out.
Yep, illegal procedure. Or false start.
Back them up. I'd send it back.
Oh, yeah.
First and 15. Yep.
First and 15 instead of 2nd and 7?
Yeah.
Sure.
So as Gene said, illegal formation backs the Rams up 5.
5 yards, brings up first and 15.
First down and 15 for the Rams. 11:28 to go, and the clock will start. Clock will now be the Hurricanes' enemy.
We need a turnover so bad.
White will hand off to Boyce again as he tries to weave
Another
his way
flag.
through the center, and another flag thrown.
Were we offsides?
Got to be the same thing again. Our coach Kier, they were pointing it back the other way. So somebody's not, either too many men on the line of scrimmage or not enough.
They're not lining up correctly.
Yeah.
They keep telling them.
Oh, here we go. Now we're going to talk about it again, and this guy's going to say, well, wait a minute, I told him. You know what's funny is it seems like every time we're here, whoever's the referee that ends up on the sideline of our opponents and on this side, they get talked into more stuff.
Not a coincidence.
Yeah, I know. It's just weird. So it'll be first down and 20.
Yeah, they're gonna try to add time to the clock again.
Who's the clock operator?
I don't know. Our Coach Barrett's going down again.
That clock operator can't do. Apparently he's having trouble. Maybe he's watching the USF game on his phone or something. I can't figure out what he's doing.
Maybe have his face stuck in a
11-10
milkshake.
is where it's at.
Shake pit. Milkshake.
Yeah. All right, so first down at 20 for the Riverview Rams, leading 24-13. Sean White rolling to his left. He's looking for a receiver. He just dumps it up over the top of the defender of Manatee, and we had people there. I just don't know how he even got that off. He just flipped it out over the top, and
Now they'll go back to running because now they got.
huge play there to set up from a 1st and 20. Now they go to 2nd down and 4, 16-yard pickup on the play. Whatever Riverview wants to dial up is going their way tonight. Hand off to Boyce. Nope, he'll pull it and tries to go to the outside. He's taken down there by Justin Porter as he clips him right around the ankles. A great tackle. Open field tackle and loss on the play. He'll set up a 3rd down and 6.
You know what I'm impressed with Sean White is his speed. It's quicker than I remembered him being.
And he runs downhill too. The one thing about it is he's selling that interior handoff, and We just seemingly can't find the football. White takes a snap, drops back. He looks. He's going to pass out. Oh, in and out of the hands of Quay Davis. My goodness, he catches that. He is in the end zone.
It's 6.
He jumped the route, perfect timing. It went right through his hands.
Yeah, and that's the difference in
that's the break we were looking for.
The district championship and not, and winning the game. Those are the breaks that you get. Now it makes it a little bit difficult. The momentum would have been sky high if
I
you
could
could
deflate
scores.
teams in a hurry.
Right. But again, we've done what we needed to here. Stopped them. 9:50 to go. Down by 11. We need to score here.
So Dorian Hall gets it, kicks it away to Wes Coleman, who's going to have a chance to return it. Sidesteps the first guy and cannot get away from the second guy, and finally is taken out of bounds. He'll lose 2 yards. But the Hurricanes will take over on their own 25-yard line with 9:38 to go in the fourth quarter.
We got to score quick. That's our problem, though.
Anthony Squitieri has come back out to quarterback the Canes here.
You might be able to get Fordham down deep, open.
I think you're going to try and strike fast.
I think that's the way to do it. Get Fordham down deep,
Fordham will be up top by himself. 3 receivers are set to the right.
That's where it's going to, guys.
Phelps will come out of the backfield. Squitieri quickly gets it out to Phelps. A nice job of going up and catching the ball. A pickup of 8 on the play. See if the Hurricanes don't pick up the tempo just a little bit here. I think if you could pick up the tempo some, you'll put them on their heels.
They got to anyway. We got to protect this clock. Let's go.
Hurricanes are taking their time. And got an equipment timeout here. Everything's
that
set
helped
now.
us right there.
Yeah. So we are good to go. The clock will restart with 9:10 to go here in the ball game. Jackson in motion. Comes back out. He'll swing it out to Jackson, and that play just
doesn't get
nothing. It's a horrible play that has not worked one single time, and I've yet to understand why you're running it.
Well, unless we're trying to set up something where we're going to fake it and then go deep. I agree with you, Danny. I don't know why you keep throwing that.
Yeah, but they're selling out, getting to us quickly.
This twice, I'll be honest with you, the 2 times, it looks as if he's going to throw the ball again, and it just hasn't been. He's got nowhere to go.
Well, they've got players on him right away. They're knowing what we're doing. Scouted us well.
So from second short now is 3rd and 8. Terry takes a snap, a low snap. He has to avoid pressure. Tries to go up the field. He had nobody there, indecisive of what to do.
He was.
Picks up 3 yards, and I think you're in almost a have to go for it situation.
I think so. I think you punt it. I think you punt it away and hope you can get a turnover, stop them, and get it back.
We got 3 timeouts still.
Well, now's the time I put Keon back to punt. If there's ever a chance to fake one, are you going to show it?
Exactly. I think that's a great call right there. Let him run right to the sidelines and pick up the first down.
They had 12 men on the field. Their coach had to call a timeout.
So timeout Riverview. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. So with 7:56 to go in the football game, Riverview leads 24-13. The Canes are set with a 4th down and 2 and have come on to punt. Nick Bigelow to punt. Michael Hayes back deep for the Rams. Riverview got to be looking for the fake. There's the snap to Bigelow. Roll right, kicks a low line drive. A nice end over end roll that will come dead at the 32-yard line. So the Canes have the daunting task of trying to force a turnover right here.
Trying to just stop them. Let's stop them. Make them kick it. We just dug it too deep a hole, guys. Too hard to come back.
Well, let's see if there's any Manatee magic out there. Young squad, let's see if they can rise to the occasion. The Rams are first down and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Hayes will come in motion, get it on the jet sweep, cuts it back to the inside. Still on his feet. Finally taken down. He covered about 22 yards to only get 11.
And he may got the first down, too.
He did get the first down. It'll be first and 10 out to the 42. 43, I guess. We'll give it that half yard. Clock running with 7:30, and I'm not real sure what we're. Here it is. He's got, again, it's the same kid with the same problem. So it's the second time. I don't know why it's not a penalty.
Make them pay a, timeout.
Something should. I mean, there's a reason why you tell him the first time. It's the same kid. Yeah, you got too short of pants, fella. That's all I can tell you. So first down and 10 for the Rams. Handoff Allie Boyce up the middle, and the Hurricanes will swarm on top of him, and that's where he'll stop. The whistle blows. Forward motion stopped after a gain of 1.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up second down and 9.
For the Hurricanes, under 7 minutes to go in this game, desperately need a stop. White, the quarterback, takes the ball, hands off to Boyce, who finds running room off the left side. He's across midfield down to the 40-yard line, and another first down, and we're getting closer and closer to where they're just going to seal the deal here. And we have an official timeout on the field for a water break, and we'll take a timeout as well. It's 24-13, Riverview, 6:38 to go. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. Beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
We're back at Joe Canaan Field at Hawkins Stadium, where the Hurricanes trail 24-13. They are in a peck of trouble right now. 6:38 to go in the ball game. First and 10, Riverview on the Manatee side of the football field. They're at the Manatee 37-yard line. Rams take the ball. White looking for some running room and has some difficulty getting out there. DeAndre Higdon manages to wrap him up. It'll be a loss on the play. Set up a second down and 10, and there'll be no urgency in the Rams. They're going to take it, drain that play clock down as far as they can. Manatee has got to come up with a big play. White hands off to Boyce, going straight to the middle, and his Kewan Hawthorne wraps him up and nowhere to go. When you get that 370 pounds on you, you're not going any further. As good as Allie Boyce is, he can't run with him on his back. No chance. 5:40 to go in the football game. Canes down 11. White looks to the sidelines for the play. Coach signals it in to him. Allie Boyce will now reset to the left side of the quarterback. Handoff to Boyce, and he's met immediately by Brandon Shannon, Another loss on the play. Allie Boyce has been the workhorse, but boy, that time the Canes found some penetration into the backfield. And
would you take a timeout now, or can't hold them?
Not yet. I think you still got to hold them. I'd hang on to them and then see what you can do here.
I'd have Fordham back. Is he?
No, it's not.
No, it's Wes Coleman back there.
I'd have Fordham back there, or Iron.
Here's a low snap that, and a flag thrown.
We didn't hit the punter.
No, I think they're going to be holding on them.
I think so too, because that was a low snap, and he basically tackled one of our guys coming through.
False start against the offense.
Well, it's illegal procedures. That signal is illegal procedure.
And I don't know that I would even. I mean, if you take the penalty,
the ball's at the what, 20?
It's gonna be right down here at the 24.
24.
And if you take it back, they're going to rewind the clock on you again, and you're going to lose another 25 seconds.
I think I would re-kick it though and give yourself another big chance for another big play.
Well, but
hey, watch it punt.
Wes Coleman's got the hands, but he doesn't have the breakaway speed that we need.
Well, then let's put Fordham back there.
I agree.
Kick it again.
We are going to make them kick it again.
Illegal motion against the
They've
offense.
gotten away with 2 bad snaps tonight.
Repeat fourth down. 5-yard penalty.
Fortunately for Riverview, it's bounced right up to him. I mean, everything has bounced their way so far, and just need one of these to go away from.
One of the big plays for us was the interception, pick 6, wide open.
Missed it.
So that's again, that makes the difference when Sammy Hickson intercepts the pass and goes 99 yards and changed the dimension of a game in 1989. You've seen a lot of those where that one play, you're going down by 10, now you're up by 4.
How many guys they got out there now? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they got 12 guys out there.
So Dorian Hall awaits the snap. Coleman is back deep. A good snap. The kick goes straight up in the air and shanks it off the right side. And let's see, it gets a Manatee bounce. And we'll go out of bounds at the...
Another penalty, though.
Are you kidding me?
Second kick.
There's a flag, isn't it? Right there.
It's about the same.
I think it's going to be on us.
Flags down.
Oh, no. So, okay, good. The way they were looking.
Holding. I'd back him up, kick it again.
I would too. I'm telling you, we got a chance for a big play. We're getting deeper and deeper. Make them kick it again.
I mean, you got some pretty good field position right here. If they're actually going to put this thing on the 42, I don't know if it's worth the trade out of 10 yards. If it's going from a spot, that's a different story.
But it gives you a chance for a big play.
They'll decline it. So Manatee, well, now they're moving the ball back deeper.
Yeah, see, I would make them kick again.
Well, they add it to the end of the kick. Yes, they do. So there you go. That's a good
okay.
reason.
Yeah,
yes.
that's okay, because you had ended up being a net 3-yard punt.
Yes. All right, so Manatee's going to have to score quick.
Real quick. Like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, and we need something real fast.
Which is generally Fordham.
Well, Fordham's up to the top. It would be the lone receiver. The safety cheating over here with the 3 receivers to the right.
You got to go deep to Fordham on the left.
I just on a go route, just let him run it.
That's exactly what I would do.
There he is. He's going after it. He stopped running.
Oh, no.
He looked back to the ball and stopped
Don't
running.
matter. There's a flag back here in the backfield.
Looks like it may be on them.
Roughing the passer. 15 yards. That'll put us on Riverview side.
Fordham saw the pressure and stopped.
And that ball was, even if he throws it well, he put enough on it, but it was about a yard out of bounds over there. It's going to have to be a great catch coming down that sidelines. But again, you're right, Gene. He just quit. So who will ever know what would have happened? But roughing the passer penalty will move the ball across midfield
38-yard line. First and 10 Canes.
to the Riverview 38-yard line. Again, we'll have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Keon Fordham. Squitieri takes it, drops back, looks. He's going to fire down the field. He's got Tyreek Allen, and he's caught and down to the 5-yard line. Great catch by Tyreek Allen again, coming up big. He had a big catch last week for a touchdown. And the great connection there from Squitieri to Allen.
Great throw by Anthony.
It was a great throw for sure, Chad.
So with 4:15 to go in this ball game, that'll set up a 1st and goal at the 5. The Hurricanes are in the Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware red zone.
First thing we got to do is get in the end zone. That's the main thing. We still got 5 yards to go.
So let's see what we do. We set up Kyrie Jones in the backfield. Hand off to Jones. He's trying to get up the field. He's going to be drugged down from behind.
He's got to go straight ahead.
Looked like he had it inside.
He did have it inside. It was there. For whatever reason, bounced it to the outside. If he takes all 230 pounds and just goes straight ahead, he's
I'd take a timeout. I would have taken a timeout.
Under 4 minutes to play. Canes trail 24-13.
I think he's used to outrunning people, and he's not outrunning this defense.
Here they come with the blitz. This time Squitieri rolls left. He's looking, throws to the back of the end zone, off the hands of Iron Jackson.
Stop the clock.
He had about 2 guys back there. Looked like Tyson Phelps as well.
Yeah, but he's under duress the whole time. There's just something Riverview's doing that they saw against us. They're able to get some pressure on him.
So, big 3rd down situation, and really not 2 down territory. I mean, you can take the 3 points and cut yourself within 8.
Well, you definitely go for 2 here because you're going to be playing for the field goal to tie it.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter. If you don't get the 2, you still got to.
We got to get the 6 first.
Terry takes a snap. He's looking to his right. He rolls out. He's under pressure. He's down to fires it to the back of the end zone. It is caught. It is caught in the back of the end zone. Tyson Phelps. Now they're going to discuss it.
Oh, every time they discuss it, we lose.
He dropped it, but I don't know if it's because when he hit the ground, that's what they're discussing.
Incomplete now. Good night.
Boy, this is worse than O'Toole's law.
Unbelievable. I think you got to kick it. I don't think you have any choice here. This is the ball game. If you're going to go for it and you don't make it, game's over.
Yeah, play clock's running.
Down to 15 seconds on the play clock, and we're going to be hard-pressed to even get this play off. There goes the timeout. So the Hurricanes will burn the timeout on this 4th and goal situation. 3:28 to go in the game. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
A night I'll never forget. My daughter was just old. I would let her sleep with me because I thought it was okay. That night, she ended up with her head stuck between the bed and the headboard. By the time I woke up, it was too late. She was gone. Here in Florida, infant co-sleeping is the leading cause of death for children under 12 months. Learn more about safe sleep at manateesheriff.com.
Well, we're back here at Joe Canan Field at Hawkins Stadium. 3:28 to go in the ball game. We have a 4th down and goal situation for the Hurricanes, trailing Riverview 24-13.
I don't know if you don't kick the field goal, and I'm sorry if I didn't hear y'all talking about it, but I don't know if you don't kick the field goal because if you get it, you're down by 8. If you don't make this at all, now you give yourself no chance.
I agree, and I would not be surprised to see. Let's see where Keon sets up because I would.
Quarterback.
He's going to quarterback, so you got to open up your options.
Roll them, run pass.
Yep. How do you come out of a timeout with 12 guys? Ridiculous. Keon Fordham takes a snap, rolls left. He's looking. He's going to try and turn it to the end zone, and he's short.
He didn't reach the ball out. If he'd reached the ball out, he scores.
What else can we do wrong? We dropped the interception. We should have put us, and Keon didn't reach the ball. I mean, golly, I've never seen anything like it.
Well, he is short at the goal line. He got about as close as you could possibly get to getting it in and did not make it.
It was the right call, though. I like the call.
Absolutely right call. And if he would have reached the ball out, he crosses it.
That play should have been run 3 plays ago, though.
Yes, you're right.
Guys, we should. I mean, failure to utilize him at the right time is what it's been so far. I might have ran him a lot more at quarterback all night long, but
That's a tough call by this line judge, but he made the right call.
Physicalness of Riverview's interior on both sides and the speed of Riverview has been surprising tonight overall.
So first down at 10 for Riverview inside their own 1. Hand off to Boyce, who bounces it, just barely gets it to the 1 yard line. The clock is running as we'll approach 3 minutes to go in this ball game.
Why don't you take another timeout here? How many we got? Got 2 left?
2 left, yes.
I would take one here. Save one.
Well, this game's going to come down to 2 things. If you don't force a turnover right here and score immediately,
it's over.
Yeah, it's done, because you'd have to score and get an onside kick and score again. So it's highly unlikely at this point. 2:45 to go in the game. I don't understand why the play clock wasn't started long before this.
Turnover.
It was
and
3:10 and
recovered for a touchdown.
Another problem with high school football. Should have a 45-second
start at
clock.
the same time.
Just a snap, hand off to Boyce, and he's hit immediately at the line, trying to fight for more, and he won't get much of anything, and Manatee's still not using that timeout. I mean, let's be realistic. It makes no difference what you do here. I mean, if stopping him is great, but even if you force a punt, you block a punt unless it stays in the end zone, you recovered. Doesn't mean anything. Safety doesn't do you any good, and if I'm Riverview, I'll probably take the snap and back out of the end zone anyway.
Right.
I'm not going to let you take the kickback. 10 seconds to go on the play clock, 1:50 to go in the game. Snap handoff to Boyce, who finds running room, and that's going to do it. He gets across the 15 to the 20, to the 25. He'll slide down inbounds, and that's just a smart player right there. Did not go out of bounds. That, gentlemen, will be enough to seal the game.
Yes, it will, and it's what they needed to do.
(24-13), 1:30 to go in the football game. Manatee missed opportunities tonight is what this all boils down to. And we stop the clock yet again. This guy in the white hat is killing me tonight. He's had more airtime than I have.
But he's got hot air.
Every time we turn around, he's stopping the clock.
Well, but then the clock's running.
Yeah.
He stops it and gives him another 25. But it all comes down to 32 carries for 184 yards for Ali Boyce, which we couldn't stop him.
Well, and that's probably going to be the dagger in the Hurricanes. I mean, the chances are highly slim to make the playoffs at this point. You had to win this football game because there's just go on down there. It's not us setting the clock, partner. Find a dumb guy in the middle. He'll fix it for you. I'm just tired of that guy. He ain't run that clock worth a hoot all night. So why didn't you just hold it on pause till you wanted it and then just start it whenever?
Well, they got to tell him that at least, though. See, they'd have to tell the clock guy to hold it.
Well, he wouldn't have to signal a start. He'd just tell those guys to crank it. But 1:15 to go. They wind the play clock down inside 5 seconds. Snap handoff to Boyce, and he'll go straight up the middle. Pickup of 2 more yards, and we won't even waste the timeouts. It's not even worth the time or effort. You're 2 scores down, so not much you can do about it. Riverview will be victorious. Riverview will be your district champion. 3 straight losses the Hurricanes have now endured to the Riverview Rams.
And 2 of them here.
Unless they lose next week.
Yeah, they're going to be highly unlikely.
I doubt it.
I don't see them losing.
Who do they play?
It's a good question. And Allie Boyce off the left side.
For first
up
down.
for the first down, and stop the clock briefly till they set it. And once they set it, they'll put it in play. They will not have to run another play as we're under 25 seconds. So, Riverview Rams victorious here tonight, 24-13. So
it's a big disappointment for Manatee fans for sure, but
huge disappointment. So they won't even have to take the snap here as it's down to 9-8. That'll do it, and we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Coming out tonight, please. Rifle safety of all traffic laws and be courteous to other drivers. Students, make sure you have nice get home. We do have a performance of the Manatee High School band immediately afterward. After their performance, please leave the stadium. You don't have to go home, but you got to get up out of here. Good night, y'all.